What adult doesn't want like T-Rexes made of pancake? So I got one with super short because I'm a grown up.
Because I'm an adult and you can't tell me I can't.
Well, honestly, why are these separate sections? Like, you know how many adults I know that would be like, oh, do you want to choose the dark navy blue one, or do you want to choose a bright blue one with little generic superheroes with red capes on them that say "Wow" and "Pow" on them, like fighting crime? Like, obviously, every adult I know would probably choose that one, except like my mom, who would have taken the one with the dinosaurs on it,
In fairness,
and then
dinos are
justified it.
lovely.
Well, yeah, and then justified it by going, well, if I ever have grandchildren, one of those things. But it's definitely for her. Her name is Megalore. Okay, I'm gonna be productive.
You say that every week.
Going to do today, Pinky.
Yes. What do we plan to do every day, Pinky? Take over the world.
I don't know if you're up and streaming, but I can do the stream together thing.
I did go live, and
Oh,
I
okay.
sent you a linky thing
I never got the link.
in Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Oh, we're beating the system. I just minimized.
Look, I was all planned and organized.
Found it. Good.
Oh, I always forget I gotta press and hold to get rid of the.
I have a Hello Kitty blankets. One is strawberry Hello Kitty, and the other is Christmas themed. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't. I don't know when like people were like, "Oh, you're an adult now. You should have no fun." Why was that a mine? And I understand the older generation are understanding why happy.
I know there are things I need to work on today, but I did not make a list, therefore I don't remember what they were.
My whole thing is just taking photographs of them.
Oh, I need to add jellies to Discord.
You did everything. We are in this room. We're in the street. Yeah.
Start chit
Yeah.
chat.
Share chat. Where? Oh, I killed my own chat. Oops. Yeah.
Don't kill your own stuff. Add dino pics. Add pics to profile so it's not barren over there.
Yeah. That's my thing. Is like I want to take like photos of the duckies, and then I need to. I don't think they want to be happy. I mean, sometimes you feel that like you either have to choose like success, happiness, and if you don't choose success, that was one of the things I've noticed.
So on my
You
errands,
can't have both.
I had to go to Walmart, which means, of course, I had to go down the yarn aisle because it's disrespectful not to.
Ah, yes.
And the little yarn I used to make peens, they had two other ones on sale for $4. So I had to get one of
Oh,
each.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Now, in doubt. But,
Right, like if you're confused at all, just buy more yarn.
I do love, like, my wife is so we'll go to a store and I'll be like, you know, obviously I gravitate towards like the DMC ball section and like the yarn DMC ball. So, like, standing there looking at it, and she's like, don't you have that color at home?
No, I have one shade off, but it is not the same.
Well, I do have that color, but clearly these skeins are home.
Oh, that's like when you go to the book shelter and all those lonely books, and you have to try to adopt at least 5 every time you go, because they're lonely, and you have to bring them home.
Your work.
Right.
You have to do your part.
Like you have to do your part to make sure none of the books are homeless.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then she's just like, but are you gonna use it? I was like, maybe, eventually.
Well, yeah, but when you say it like that,
they say don't wear. They say they don't want to wear superhero clothes because for children. Meanwhile, their emotional maturity is questionable. Also, yeah, and like you look at the people like who are Superman's biggest fans. Or like let's use Superman or like Batman, for instance. Like it's not the 8-year-old.
right? It's adult men.
Like but it's a 40-year-old man that still lives in his parents' basement. That's his job.
It is. It is. It is.
It's not the emotionally. I'm not saying you can't be successful and still like those people. I'm just saying like the people that argue, like. Yeah, it's not the emotionally mature people that, the funny thing is, like, the more emotionally mature you are, I think the more likely you are to still be like, yeah, I have something really stupid that I love, because you're confident enough to actually admit that you still like those things. Lemon has a Superman t-shirt. Yeah, exactly.
I have a Punisher t-shirt. And a Deadpool t-shirt. And then I have a Deadpool t-shirt where he's walking a unicorn, and it basically says, like, we think you're stupid on it or something like that.
Oh my gosh, I've seen that. I've not been following it, but I've seen the news articles about it. There is a vigilante who is...
That is fantastic.
Dressing up as Batman and rounding up criminals. So he's specifically going after motorcycles. Is what he's going after. He's like breaking up motorcycle gang.
Well, listen, I'm here for it.
Like, yeah, and I was like, well, if you know, do you know when you want to know when vigilante? And again, I don't condone vigilante justice because it is oftentimes becomes radicalized very quickly. Of one person's opinion might not actually be stable.
Correct.
But do you want to know when vigilante justice becomes a thing? When the law enforcement isn't.
Right. Like, there wouldn't have to be, you know.
If law enforcement does their job correctly, which is also why in, I believe, the Batman comics, the corruption of the judicial department is always so heavily highlighted, is to
right.
Be like, oh yeah, if this is all in working order, Batman would be just a psychopath. But the reason he's doing it is he feels no one else will.
Right.
Also trauma, but yeah, I've been following that one. That is it's been interesting. There's also the one Asuna, welcome in. The one thing I was reading about it is they actually think it might be, it's not just one person, it might be a group of people. And the reason they think it might be a group of people is because the writing on the signs that he leaves, that are like pinned to them or like stapled to the telephone pole above them, are in different handwriting or different styles. so they think it might be
Well, that's like an even better way to have a thing.
anonymity. Yeah.
Yeah, because even if you caught one, like, you haven't really stopped anything.
Yeah. But yes, Asuna, welcome, and I hope you're doing well, friend. Yeah, it was just like one of those things I was reading it, and I was like, despawn.
Well, it's for my little community widget. I opened a...
Oh, right.
I got, today I could open a new box. And so I got the little dragon, and it's like, I made it look like a watermelon dragon. It's got like a green cheeks and like, you know, in that area of the face, and a green belly, and green spikes, but then the rest of it's pink.
I love it.
So that it looks like a little watermelon dragon.
One of these days we're doing that. We're gonna we're just gonna co-stream the co-working. We need to just rope rabbit into it as well.
I mean, yeah, that works. Okay, I need to
force rabbit to put up with.
Right.
We need an adult.
We need supervision. I think that's all the things I needed to do. I need to look at my... I could have forcing you to co-work with us.
Yeah, to hop in our chat with us and co-work. And then put up with our shenanigans.
Or shenanigans.
Rabbit will get no work done. She's
Right?
at work, actually working.
You're like, work? What? No, we don't do that here.
Look, I have intentions of working.
Every week. And every week you get distracted by the puzzle.
I do get stuff, like, I do get things done. Do I get as much done as if I just sat here? I don't know, because I think if I just sat here and forced myself to do things, I would actually just stare at a screen the entire time. And then actually get them. The only thing is I won't be able to join y'all in puzzles currently, but otherwise I'd be... I mean, for the most part, like, we're just talking. We're both... In theory, I'm gonna be doing, taking pictures of my duckies. I can't be... I just have the puzzle up. Book is yours, doing her thing.
All the things I should be doing anyway.
See, that's how I work, and I'm like, eventually I'll get things done. I just need the distraction of the puzzles so that I can conserve energy and knock out everything in one fell swoop. Really.
Well, I thought I had put Simpsons 99 before on auto shutout, and they were sure I did too, but yesterday when they came in, it did not.
Oh, weird.
Right?
I like that.
Then Alex said she was magically deleting things so that she could do shoutouts.
You do take that poor girl's job.
I do.
Right.
Right? I just take it away. It's because I will totally talk to the person and not do it. If she's not there, I won't do the shout out. Like a half an hour later, I'll be like, oh crap! I didn't do a shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so bad at that.
In theory, it should make her feel good because she needs to do like the least amount of things to be one of my people.
Be perfect at her job.
Yeah, like you actually don't have to do anything.
Well, that's like we were talking about the like we need managers, and you don't really have to do anything. You just have to be the nagging force.
Right, you just have to
You
tell
need to do things.
us what to do,
Just go. Did you do that?
right?
Do what you're doing. Go do that now. Why not? I don't. Go do it. Basically, we need someone to come in and resolve our issue.
Yeah, just be like, all you have to do is tell me to do something. Be like,
So that I can begrudgingly go do it.
you talked about that. Are you actually going to do it? No. Don't take that tone with me either.
I'm your manager. Do it then.
Right? Like, well, fine.
The main reason I want a manager would be all of these, like, basically keep my accounts. And I know that sounds really dumb, but, like, especially with this, like, oh, fundraising. And then we're like, okay, are we going to do a collab? Are we not going to? What are we going to do on a collab? We do it. Are we inviting, like, Luna Celeste is on,
Right.
the, I gotta keep your power usage down in the heat. I can't use your stream light because it would take your. Oh, that's. I mean, we're not like. We're both streaming, but we're not like sharing streams. We're just in chat together. We're both gonna be doing it anyway. So
Yeah.
If you wanna hop in a voice chat and be be productive, not unproductive. Be unproductive with us.
I mean, we probably will be slightly unproductive, but
Or more productive for Travis.
yeah, maybe because she'll get on to us.
But that is up to you. I'm not opposed. But basically, I need them to be like, hey, you wanted to do this collab with Book Love and Builder on whatever date, like during this time frame. They're the ones that would like reach out and be like, what day works for you, and then just tell me what day I'm doing. Like
My answer would always be, I don't know, what works for Carrot?
yeah, what works for
You pick.
why, like, I know Luna Celeste at one point had been like, she's on the Stand Up to Cancer.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know she's been trying to stream, or they've been trying to stream more. And I was like, I would add another, like the coaching thing. Like, if we're all doing it for the same thing, it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter to me who makes the donation, really. Like,
Right. I mean,
let's just have fun together. Add more people to the party. Okay. Is Crazy joining, or is Crazy?
he's at work.
Oh, well, I meant for the Stand Up to Cancer. Is that not a?
I don't think he didn't say anything about joining it. Probably because he only would stream like twice during the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I know there's a few people in there that have, like, they only stream on a weekend. But
Yeah, I don't know. He just didn't say.
a second there. Well, speaking of productivity, I had to take your most recent brand new project completely apart, took a couple of rows, but started another pattern row and realized where I went wrong. It's basically oh no. Oh, that's awful. I mean, I will say once again, one of the greatest things about crochet is that you can take it apart and not lose the product. That was one of the things I always hated about it. Was like, oh, you glued those two pieces together wrong.
That's it. You're done.
Forever.
Right? There's no fixing it.
Yep. Yeah. Going to attempt to move it up. Oh, Mom! This happened. We know. Yo.
There we go.
Steve. I almost.
Thank you for the I'm here, all moms. Thank you for the check-in as well.
Yeah, I hope you feel better. I don't know what's going on, but being sick or being not well is not good. Don't like that. Matthew, welcome in.
Your thing is lovely. You pulled a muscle in your lower back. That sucks monkey balls.
Ooh. Like that.
Congrats on first, Rosie. I hate.
Are you doing the icing or the heating? I cannot do it. My body is like.
I can't do the cold.
My body.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, cold is. You put cold near my body, and I leave this planet of existence.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens. It definitely is.
Exhausted with a small headache in the heat. Oh no! Berserker Bear, are you getting clobbered with the like 400 billion degree temperatures in?
Oh yeah, our real field today is supposed to be 110.
Yeah, it's sweltery out there.
So I started reading more on my Nook than my Kindle. And the thing I miss about it most is that it automatically added stuff to my Goodreads as read when I was finished. And Nook does not do that, so can I forget what I've read?
Also, yes. You ever? I'm sure you've done it because you read a lot of. You break out in hives as we get cold, so winter sucks. Yeah. So I am very much a heating pack lover. Like, it doesn't matter like if they're like, oh, apply, like I will apply heat to it because it feels better than not. But yeah, I cannot do ice. Wife loves them. Good for her skin.
Congrats on second, Kevin.
On.
It's just wet. I asked Kevin if he was working yesterday. He said no, and I was like, "Oh, flooding."
Canada Day.
Yeah, it's Canada Day.
Oh, say, can you see Canada is really? I really feel like they put it on the first just to be like a one-up. This is our national holiday.
Ours comes first. Thank you very much. In fairness, they are the makers of the Geneva checklist, so.
They are, yeah. They are first in their field. But yes, happy Canada Day or something. All the peoples, yeah. I hope Sunday is not going to be scorching. I want to go to the amusement park, but not if it's sweltering. I hope that it is a nice day then, because as a non-amusement park enjoyer, I don't, but I do know like going and riding it is for some people the best thing they get to do in like of all time. But I do assume that like, okay, my only comparison to this is like I assume, much like growing up as a child with metal slides, if you were not wearing the right type of pants and you went down a metal slide, you would have like second-degree burns on the back of your body.
Right? Your legs would like become one with the sky or a slide. You'd be like, nope, I didn't need that skin anymore.
I was trying to explain. This was like a couple years ago when I was working. I was trying to explain to someone. I was like, yeah, metal slides got outlawed because either you would go too fast on them, like you would legitimately go too fast, and you would fly off the end of the slide at like 6 feet out. You would just rocket off these things, or it would be the middle of summer, and you would turn into a sunny side up egg on the side.
Yeah.
Like, you would actually just be, just, yeah, you just leave a sheet of metal out in the sun. And, like, I know they, and maybe they were outlawed, but I know, like, they don't, you can't, like...
I mean, even the plastic ones are bad sometimes.
Yeah.
They get so hot.
You leave anything out in the sun long enough, like, it's gonna get hot. But yeah, I, had off Monday today, was gonna work today, but it's so wet, the only thing to do is sweep the court. Well, send the money, or send the money. Don't send the money. Send the rain back to Sluggobert. I heard Sluggobert was a rain.
Because I cannot remember what I've read and what I haven't, it's like, well, I guess we go back.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. And I'm sure you've done it because you read books. But you're like, oh, this book sounds amazing.
I know, and then you realize you've read it already.
You're in, and you're like, I know this.
I've read this before.
I know this book. And then you're annoyed because you're just like, well, do I keep reading it even though I know this book? Because I restarted it? Or do I like, I did that with a book that I was, like, really excited. And I was like, oh, this book looks really good. It's, like, right in the genre that I like. It's historical fiction. And I was like, yeah, I was, like, a chapter into it. And I was like, you've been here before.
I feel like this is, I know where this story is going. Well, that's why I try to keep my Goodreads so, like, up to date.
Yeah.
And then I can just, like, reference it, or somebody will be like, so there's this story, and it's by this author, and I'm like, oh, I love that author, and they're like, yeah, so oh, no, I already read that.
Yeah.
I can give you 10 more books similar to that one, though, if you wish.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, is, like, wait, did you say weed or read? Yeah. No, read.
Read.
R-E-E-D. Read them. For anybody on my channel, we do have ads running in about 1 minute, so do that to get them. But if you do get them, run over to Book Club and Builders stream, because we are, not synchronized in our ads.
No.
So, she won't have ads.
We are unsynchronized.
Best part about Coach.
Right? If you offset,
Half an hour off.
when you offset, then nobody has to have ads, really.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go grab my tablet, because the one on my phone does not seem to be wanting to sync.
Yeah, I was gonna get these. I'm going to go set up a light box. But yeah, I don't read much anymore. It interferes with how I write your book. I have wondered that, because I know, like, writers take inspiration from authors, like other authors, but if you're, like, reading a book, I'm sure there is a level of, like, people I'm sure have done psychology stuff, of, like, painters who, if you look at a bunch of paintings, you will be subtly influenced by the art that you're surrounded by. So,
Well, yeah, and if you want to, like,
other,
be sure you don't accidentally incorporate things into your book,
Mhm.
like, subconsciously, that's a thing.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, like, because, yeah, if you're, like, surrounding yourself for, like, binge reading, you know, like, let's say, like, Bernard Cornwell is one of my favorite, like, historical fiction. If you're, like, binge reading him, and then you start writing, like, you're inadvertently gonna start, like, not copying, maybe, not intentionally.
Right. But
like,
things are gonna go cross over a bit.
Yeah, just because you're like, oh yeah, that's the same plot line, or that's the same character, development, or and like sometimes, yeah, even if you don't have that, you're gonna mimic something because how many books are there? How many plot lines? And it's hard to come up with something that's never been seen before. In fact, might be statistically impossible at this point. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that argument because I do know, like, there's only a finite amount of,
Ideas.
well, more as, yeah, like, well, yeah, there's a finite amount of ideas, but also that idea of like, you're writing a high fantasy sci-fi novel that has magic. Well, oh, you're just copying Lord of the Rings. Well, no, you're not. There's a reason there are tropes, yeah, but like, at some point, there's going to be comparison to every other book if you look, want to be nitpicky. And I cannot imagine trying to be like, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna make it mine. That seems like too much. Have you, in any of your reviews, ever done that stone where you're like, actually, your book is like
Too much like something else?
yeah.
No, if I feel like it's almost plagiarism, I will contact them and be like, I can't write a review for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because if I do, I'm gonna say that I feel your book is totally derived from this other one with only subtle changes, and then you're not gonna like that. I did write a bad review once because I have an unhealthy obsession with Jack the Ripper. I know, leave it alone.
Why? He won't.
I know he won't. And I read this book solely signed up for the review and everything because they hint, in the blurb and stuff about the book, it made it seem like it was a lot about Jack the Ripper. But have you ever watched the Black Dahlia movie where it's not really about the Black Dahlia? They vaguely mention her and then it's about the cops doing her investigation, not about her murder. That is how this book went. They vaguely mentioned that Jack the Ripper was also killing people at Whitechapel at the same time, and then that's it. And the book completely was not about Jack the Ripper.
Oh.
So when I wrote my review, I said that the blurb heavily implied that this book would have something to do with Jack the Ripper in some way, and instead it was 2 sentences that Jack the Ripper is also killing people in Whitechapel at the same time, but then it's about a whole nother series of murders.
Got you.
And I was like, Right, so I was like, so 2 stars because the story wasn't bad, but also you lied to me. And I really only read it because of Jack the Ripper.
I do feel like, yeah, that is very misleading. I don't like that.
Yeah, I was like, maybe it deserves more stars, but I'm still pissed that it didn't have Jack the Ripper in it, so...
Well, but the thing is, like, yeah, it's like if you go somewhere and they're like, you're gonna get a triple-decker, burger, and you're expecting, like, three patties of meat on your burger, and they're like, no, the lettuce counts as one.
Right.
Like, excuse me? I will fight you. And that's a really bad analogy, but it's very misleading. Like, you say something about Jack the Ripper, probably should at least have, some, semblance of being part of the movie, or the book. Reddit Gamer, welcome in, love. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I get so excited when I find a book that I think is going to be the usual, but as I read it, they throw in twists that are out of the field. Yeah.
I do like that.
Nice. Those are nice, but also sometimes, like, I was saying this, I think it was on stream, or maybe it was on someone else's stream, I don't remember. But, like, one of the things that I was talking about, BioShock, the game. So 1 and 2, I really liked Bioshock 1 and 2 because it was this like steampunky utopian, underwater society that kind of like fell apart. You're figuring things out. It was a fun thing, right? But then, running from a real fight, he is the one named Sailor Moon. The third game came out, and I was like really excited because it was like the continuation of the story, and it was like gonna connect all the pieces of like why everything works the way it does. And basically, what happened is they got to the end of the game, and it felt like they either hit a deadline with the game production, or it was the plan all along and the laziest writing ever. And they were like, everything up to that point was straightforward, and then they're like, what would come out of left field? Time travel.
You're like, well, I feel like...
They explained everything away with the simple time travel and cloning. And I was like, no, you just ruined a game franchise with what you just explained away. Like, it was awful. And I was like, this is the stupidest thing. Like, I was all for, like, actually, you're the father. One of those, like, big...
I am your father.
Changes the whole plot, right? But, like, no. They're just gonna be like, actually, everything is time travel and interdimensional. There's infinite dimensions and you can be in all of them at the same time. And then it did so badly that they never, like, made another game, so you're just left with, like, the answer is time travel, basically. Like, that was real bad. Whoever wrote that plot hook should not be allowed to work in video games ever again. And maybe that's mean, but... Also, Lewis Celeste, welcome in, my friend. I hope you're doing well. If you want to join the puzzle, you are more than welcome. It is up on the Dream Daddy puzzle. No, not Dream Daddy. Jigsaw Puzzle Dreams, that one. Not Dream Daddies, that's a different game. Dream Daddy. So, Dream Daddy is a game on Steam, by the way. Just throwing it out there if anybody needed that information. And I've been asked multiple times if I would ever play a game like that on stream, and I said no, because I was never going to play a game like that on this channel. But now that I have a gaming channel...
Okay, I added all my books that I've read in June. It's only...
Yeah.
It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Which is low.
I mean, probably on the national average, that is incredibly high.
It's low for me.
Need napping on the move? Yes, naps are delightful. I will almost always support a nap.
Naps are delightful.
Yeah.
Add books to Discord. Check.
Okay. Last piece. At least maybe.
Take pictures of the jellyfish I've ignored for the last 4 weeks.
Okay, this goes here, and then I'm going to go... Here we go. Move the loose pieces out of the center. These are joins. And the fluttering thing. Problem that I gave. And then I need to go... I mean, everything is down here. I just need to set up. But, pro tip, Clover says gluten-free buns. My wife just went gluten-free. And I don't think we have Culver's near us. But...
That's new! I didn't know they had gluten-free buns. My daughter loves Culver's.
Gilbert, have a wonderful time disc golfing, my dear. I hope that you are able to stream later and have the energy, so we can maybe chivalry or something. I don't know yet. They just start providing. Oh, I like that. I've been trying to because I always feel bad now, like with so my wife is Crohn. She was diagnosed with Crohn maybe a month ago. Which is not great, but basically trying to figure out like, okay, what can we make? What do we need to adjust, type thing. And like a lot of it is like, switching to like King Arthur flour, the gluten-free flour. It's a little bit more expensive, or a lot more expensive but like
oh, sometimes you can get the oh, it's another brand. I use it a lot. I'll have to go look at the cabinet, but sometimes you can get it at Sam's Club.
Oh.
But also,
Okay.
with Sam's Club, check their website. Because sometimes they'll have stuff that's not at your Sam's Club, but it's at a different Sam's Club, and you can just order it from the website and have it shipped to your house.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah, so
Fun little
a lot
tip.
of it is like that adjusting of
Oh,
like
Bob's Red Mill. That's what it is.
Bob's. Oh, okay. I know. I think I know Red.
They have the same one-for-one flour. I use it a lot, and you can't
Okay.
taste the difference in like brownies, cookies,
Yeah.
cakes, all that kind of stuff.
Well, and that was the thing with like the King Arthur flour.
Yeah,
like,
you don't notice a difference.
it's the exact same, and it's like I don't eat a lot of bread. Like I'm not a I do enjoy my bread. Like don't get me wrong, I do enjoy bread, but we don't like keep loaves of bread in the house because neither of us have ever been like bread eaters. So like bread was always that like, oh, when I go out and get like a hoagie, like once every couple weeks. But the gluten-free bun, good idea. Mushroom and Swiss burger. Mushroom and Swiss sounds amazing though. Oh, that sounds so good. But yeah, trying to like refigure out, like, okay, what has gluten in it? What doesn't have gluten?
The Bob's Red Mill also has a gluten-free oatmeal for like if you want to make like oatmeal cookies or whatever.
Okay. Now, that was one of the things. So like rolled oats. How much like? Because I saw something where it's like rolled oats at like yeah, like gluten-free rolled oats, and I was like, I don't understand how this works because oats have gluten. But like rolled oats are gluten-free, but I don't understand like.
I think it's more
Gluten?
like cross-contamination.
Okay.
Like shared fields or factories and stuff like that. So I think it's more like along those lines that it's certified gluten-free as in you don't have to worry about cross-contamination.
Okay, that makes it because I was like, I was like looking like on the bag and it was like may contain gluten. I was like, what? Same factory makes it. Okay, never mind. Because I was like, oats and wheat are different things, right? Like I'm not insane.
Yeah, they get like,
I'm not
grown
saying
so
that.
close to each other or like processed in the same factory, packaged in the same factory, so they do that.
Got you. So it's more of just like the same thing of like may contain tree nuts, but not actually containing.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Because this is very like new territory for like me of like, because I still like want to be able to like, I used to like
So
bake my wife cookies or something so like she comes home to be fresh. Like the weird, the weird little things. But then it's like, oh, I can't do that because I'll actually hurt my wife.
because Fantasy's allergic to a lot of stuff, we buy a lot of the made good, like granola. They do granola cookies, cheese nippy type things, but they're what we call a nothing brand. There's no shellfish, no gluten, no dairy,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
no peanuts. Like, they're processed in a factory that doesn't have any of those things in it. So there's no cross-contamination. Plus,
Yeah.
like, being gluten-free, they don't produce anything with gluten in it.
So the factory is sterile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Wendigo ate your chips, crumbs in the bag. Hubby ate almost all of them, complaining about how they taste gross. Literally less than a handful.
Oh, Mom, I'm gonna come after your husband.
Oh, Mom, friend, I have a spare bedroom.
Right?
Just saying. Come stay with us. I will feed you potatoes. I won't feed them to you. I will give them to you.
I have the thingy to make homemade French fries.
Ooh.
I have the little thing from, what is it, Pampered Chef. It's the slicer. You put squish it down over the potatoes and it cuts them into, like, potato French fry shapies.
Yeah, the shoestrings.
Yeah. And then you soak them for 5 minutes and then you can fry them, bake them, air fry them,
Yeah.
Tell him you've stabbed lesser people for less slights. Stealing French fries is a punishable offense by violence.
Yeah. French fries, potato chips are sacred. Potatoes are sacred. Okay?
They are. Grievous bodily harm is owed.
Seeing the new He-Man movie on Tuesday for your brother's birthday. Wait. There's a new He-Man. Okay, that explains the image that Blue-Eyed Cat was working. With. I thought it was like somebody like a cosplayer, like a image that somebody did for it. I did not realize that they're like rebooting it with live action.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out.
Okay, that makes more sense then. I was like, that's a really well done picture, and I was like, maybe it's AI. I don't get it, but maybe, who knows? And then, that makes way more sense. Then, I can't talk. But if you touch his chips, inner rabbit troll emerges.
Right?
Girlfriend.
Grievous bodily harm. Your husband's not scared enough of you.
The makers and crafters will rally and defend, because there's enough of us out here that we're unpredictable.
We really, really are.
I saw this here the other day that said, I'm on the spectrum. Unpredictable. It's been living with me for a couple days now. I'm like, I really need this shirt.
Like, you should all be slightly scared.
3K, welcome in love. How are you doing? But yeah, like it's amazing, excellent. Good to know. I grew up watching the cartoon with your dad. It's so much fun. Oh, you need to ready a Nerf, not the Nerf blaster, honey. Pull out the actual gun. But yeah, I'm on the spectrum. I'm unpredictable. Like that shirt speaks to my soul. I have decided so a lot of my dress gonna sound really weird, but a lot of my dress shirts are trying to get to the end of their life cycle. Like I've had them like 10 years, trying to like be good for like work shirt, like an outdoor. I'm mowing the lawn. I'll wear that shirt. Not acceptable to be out. Anyway, so I've decided to start wearing t-shirts again, which is a very bold decision. I've actively worn t-shirts as part of my wardrobe in 15 years. So I have like 3 of them. I need 4. And one of the things I think I'm gonna start doing is every time I get my folks up doing that, I'm gonna try to find a Yeah, he needs to get the paintball gun. My son has a plethora
Right.
of modified Nerf guns.
Airsoft will do.
Too.
In delicate places at close range.
While you're sleeping.
Right, while they're defenseless.
Defenseless and naked. Paintball hurts and it stains. Yeah. I don't like people that steal chips. I keep my chips in my basement. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't like when people eat my food. Period. It doesn't matter what it is.
Well, yeah, but also again, now all I have to do is take the little bottle that's labeled extra gluten and sprinkle it over my food, and it's safe forever.
There you go. Nerf bullets with
Just
push
kidding,
pins in
no,
the end.
My wife will still eat it and then be like, I'm in so much pain.
Right, she'll be like, oh, why did I do that? But it tasted so good. It was so good.
You live with someone that has gluten free too, don't
Oh,
you?
yeah. Technically, Boy Wonder and Crazy are lactose intolerant, but they still eat ice cream. And
Yeah, oh yeah.
and Fantasy is gluten intolerant plus all dairy proteins.
Oh.
Yeah, so casein, resin, whey, all of it.
Hmm. So now, do you get? This is gonna be really, really like. Do you buy like soy ice? Because I know like there's also
Yeah,
completely dairy free.
they get soy ice cream, and frankly, they've been on a kick about frozen bananas.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just buy frozen bananas.
Rabbit is lactose and gluten intolerant. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those chips and runaway. No, Berserker Bear. We're defending the chips. We're not stealing anyone's chips at this point. Nerf bullets with push pins. So I got in trouble for doing that once when I was like 8. I got a like Nerf blaster from my grandmother for Christmas the one year because promoting violence in children is something she was exceptional at. There's a reason my dad joined the military.
Right? Like,
but she gave it, and it like she gave it to a household, and she gave us all like Nerf guns. I think they were like legitimate branded Nerf guns too, not like the knockoff, which is But we were like within like days, we like had like retro modded
because you
all of
can't.
them to be actually evil devices. Like this is going to hurt someone, and we're gonna end up because we were just like anywhere from like 7 to 14. Like of course we're gonna. There's 4 of us. Of course somebody is gonna figure out how to make it more deadly or more painful, and then the others have to do it as well to like stay competitive.
Mm-hmm. That's why Boy Wonder wasn't allowed to have Nerf guns. Because he would have looked you right in your face and you would have told him no shooting in certain areas and he would have like shot you in the face and been like, oh my god, I didn't realize it was aimed at your face.
I didn't realize the gun was loaded.
Yeah. Oh my god. Small child, I'm going to murder you. Yeah.
I need to, I also know, like, I need to play more games with Crazy as well, but, like, I would love to do, like, another, like, Medieval Dynasty or something, and...
With the boy child?
You're not worth my action.
Yeah, you're not worth my axe's durability. Yes.
One of my favorite quotes.
He is a joy. The same way I am.
Just like his mother.
Yep. I copy-pasted a little too hard with him.
Control.
Yeah,
Control
like,
C.
that's it. It's just him.
Oh, Mom, please feel better, my friend. Tweaking one's back is not a laughing matter in any way. And, I'm sorry that your chips are gone. But yeah, now, so for anybody that doesn't know, I'll do a, I do have a Garrett Cleric Gaming channel. This is a channel where I will be playing video games. I will no longer be playing video games actively on this channel. I'm separating content because there's a lot of games I want to play that are a little not PG-13 rated. And I was kind of like,
Toxic Dusa! New follow.
Check it, new follows.
New follows. It's Toxic Dusa.
Toxic Dusa.
Yeah. It's her. It's Dusa's gaming.
Yeah. I knew Dusa had one, but yeah. So I'm gonna be diverging content. If you want to see gaming Kara, go check out Kara Claire Gaming. I do not have a schedule or any of that stuff, but I will be playing games. But one of the things I did want to try to do is, at one point we did have a community Valheim server, and we were playing it every week, and I think it kind of just, not everybody could join every week, and then eventually, like, I got burnt out on it. So maybe we will be doing, like, a planned, like, a Friday night or a Saturday where we just pick what channel. It is it's called Carrot Claire Gaming. It is my name with _ gaming after it. But yeah, like basically finding like a community game that's fairly cheap or goes on sale often, because there's some really fun multiplayer games and then they're like $60 and that's not doable for everyone. And then just doing like a once a month, like with other streamers as well, of being like, we're gonna do a Medieval Dynasty game, and then whoever can join, and you miss a month or whatever, it's not a big deal. And that's it. We work together, because I've played in a couple multiplayer servers where like a Minecraft server, and like everybody goes off and does their own thing, and you're kind of just playing a single player game anyway. This wasn't really the long-term goal. But if that is something that might interest you guys, maybe we'll set something up like that. Get like crazy involved or something. Get you in. Those games can support quite a few players, which is the other thing. Play a Crusader Kings 3 multiplayer game. Oh my god.
I'm seriously thinking about getting it. It's on sale.
Do you want to see the gameplay of it before you buy it?
Probably.
Okay. I almost played it last night on stream, and then I was like, oh, this is gonna be really boring for anybody that watches it. But someday, at some point, maybe like over this upcoming weekend.
Yes, just shoot me a message.
Yeah, just so you can see, because it is one of those games where I love it, but I love the absurdly complex strategy games that I am still, like, I've been playing that game and I have hundreds of hours in that game, and I still find things that I didn't know were in the game. Like, new, or not even new, like, existing, like, features, and I was like, oh, that would have been good to know about literally, like, 100 years ago, you know, type thing.
You're like,
But, like, one of the biggest things about that game is, if you are good with foresight, you can be good with that game. If you lack long-term vision, the game is going to be different. So, like, when I'm playing that game, so because it's a dynasty building game, eventually your character that you're playing will die, and you will assume your heir as your player character. You know, that type of thing.
right.
If you're not thinking ahead, and you're not going, I'm in my 60s, I'll probably be dead in the next 10 years of game time. I need to start prepping for my child's takeover of the Empire, the Kingdom, the de jure cabinet, whatever you might have. So you like stockpile your gold, make sure any developments are being built so that Sun doesn't have to do them. Basically, like, you have to be continually planning for the future while also dealing with the current issues that are good. And if you're bad at that, you will your dynasty will fall.
I think I will like it, but it's always good to watch somebody play. I thought about looking it up on Twitch, and then I got distracted doing something else.
There are people that play it. So yeah, I've been playing. I've been watching Platinum Ant play it as well, Kevin.
Yeah, I was watching them play it the other day.
Yeah, they are a newer player. Like I think, like they were saying they've only been playing it for the past like maybe a couple of weeks. And it is fun to watch them figure things out and real like, oh, if I do this, this will be the long term. Like, because a lot of things, like there was something that I did in one game, and the payoff was literally 3 generations. Because it was like a claim on a neighboring kingdom. And the claim on the neighboring kingdom, like, it took me generations, like, my family held that claim of, like, we have legal rights to this property, basically, like, the deed to that area. But it was a full kingdom, not just, like, a piece of land, like, you know, an entire throne. And it just took me several generations to be at a point where I was confident enough and they were weak enough that I could wage war on them, knowing that I could win, and not putting my own kingdom. But one of there's several different playthroughs. You can do a diplomatic playthrough where you are very diplomacy focused, where like you will have somebody that's really good at just talking to people, being like, hey, we should be allies. We should intermarry our families so that, you know, if someone declares war on us, we go to war together. You know, very good at that type of diplomacy. And then you have people that are very good at military. So you have your military focus, where you go, they want to declare war on me. They're not, you know, I'm not stuck in the room with them. They're going to be stuck in the room with me, and they are going to regret anything. You have superior training of your troops. You have superior, stronger militaries, larger militaries. You can raise your armies faster, because that's something you have to think about, is your armies have to travel. You don't just create units to show up where you want. They have to travel. You have to muster them. And the further away from, like, the cities that you muster your army, the longer it takes to bring them up, you know. So, or levy them. So, like, you have that, and then, so, like, that's that thing. And then, moving on, you have your stewardship focus. And stewardship focus are very good at the internal workings of your own country, your own region, and you can have higher taxes, you make more money, you're better at, like, internal, like, your cities are better functioning, you just make a lot of people. Things are cheaper to build and faster to build, and more money. It's a good system there. And then you move into your, really bad, now I don't remember, so bad. I'm missing one of them.
Okay, I got Dino Picks and Study Picks.
Oh, then you have Intrigue. So Intrigue is your, hey, my neighboring ruler, I hate his guts. I'm going to do an assassination again.
I will kill him.
And you gather, so the thing with assassination plots is you can do them by yourself, but the way to make them really strong is you go to, hey, I've heard that you don't like thieves. Do you want to join my, you want to, depose of the king and help install someone else. And you run around and you try to garner, that. And every court has spy masters, and they intrigue people, and the better they are, there's a chance that they discover your plot, and then oh, this person is part of your plot. All of a sudden, you lose that person, replace them with a new person. But if your plot is successful, you get to murder, you get to develop, like make up, be like he's a cannibal, or you might discover the secret that someone is a cannibal. And then you can expose that secret, and all of a sudden, all of their courtiers are like, "Oh, that's what happened to Freddy. I don't like this guy anymore because he eats people, And you can mess up with like the internal workings of other countries really easily. And if you are like, let's say, I'm gonna marry my daughter to him, and then you have a grandchild via the foreign king and her daughter, and you murder the foreign king, all of a sudden your grandson is now the heir of that throne and takes over all of the land. But because it's your grandson and maybe he's only 6, you can be like, hey, if my grandson died next year, and you can be like, well, so if I murder, if I dispose of my daughter and my grandson, all of a sudden I just inherit all this land by the poor misfortune of who saw this coming. And then all of a sudden you're the strongest person in Europe because, people just kept dying, and windfalls just kept coming your way somehow. And then the last one is learning, and you basically become like the smartest man ever, and you do a lot of like development and like basically research like better technologies for your station, for your via your learning. And you can make a lot of friends with like the religious sect of, which is, if the religious sects of Europe don't like you, you are a little game, by the way, because shocker, medieval Europe and religion are very intertwined.
Does Ko-Fi have an app for your phone, do you know?
That I don't know.
I'm just trying to think, because I took my pictures with my phone, and I'm lazy, and I don't want to download them to my computer just to upload,
That is, yeah. Ko-Fi, unless you use, like a upload that, I don't know what type of phone you have, but like a OneDrive type thing, and like, don't actually download to your phone to drag it properly.
Well, I mean,
Anyway,
they get uploaded to my Google account, so it's easy to.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just lazy, and I'm like, I don't want to have to go to Google and then download it, and then. But you're right. I could probably just look it up on my phone, like Ko-Fi on my phone browser.
Yeah. I think we're done, guys. There.
Medusa Sudum, more like Medusa Awesome.
Wait, Dusa, what you said? What is it? Toxic Dusa?
Yeah, Toxic Dusa. I did a shout out for her.
Yes. No, that's why I was like, oh, I need to go. I need to follow Toxic Dusa. Dusa is one of those people that I was lurking in your stream on Sunday, and first of all, I wanted to make one of those. I call them stupid little book nook, because I do in fact know that they would aggravate the ever living trash out of me by the end. But I also want like all of them because they look so cool.
I know. I was like, oh.
Dusa is one of them. I have no Dusa.
I had been looking at them for a while, and then I was like, oh, I don't need a new hobby. And now I have a new hobby.
Yeah. Also, I tend to refer to things I like as because I'm that generation. Like, oh my god, that's so stupid, actually means that I love it immensely. But, I'm gonna help me. My pinky toe itches right on the very.
Right, they look so good. Like I was worried that somewhere along the way, like the wood would be flimsy and like it would actually break, or like things would not actually slide together like easily. You know what I mean? That you'd have to like, oh, I gotta sand this edge down because it's actually too thick to fit like in the spot they want it to fit. But it wasn't. It slid together. I mean, there were times where it was like hard to get in because like the piece was so little and like you're trying to hold it and then like my nails kept hitting like the back, so I couldn't, it wasn't like necessarily like the items issue, it was like mine.
It's a skill issue.
Yeah. Like, or you have the angle just slightly wrong so it's not sliding in, things like that.
Yeah.
But
No,
but it went very well.
And every time I go to a bookstore,
Yes. Hello? Yes, Dusa is 2.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't know, I've just been trying to figure out, like, I know a lot of people are doing those, like, like, incentives and stuff. And I got nothing, and I'm like, I think my thing is just, I'm gonna do collabs with people, and I need to find more people to do collabs with, because I also am gonna be doing, Lego building during that, which I don't actively do, and I don't know if I want to work on a singular big set, which, like, well, so Book Love and Builder and I
Right.
we're already talking about doing one collab, and we're like, either we can do one collab or we can do like multiple collabs because it's for an event anyway, so like whatever. But like I have, so for anybody that's wanting, I have the UCS Venator, Star Wars Venator, which is a giant set. I also have the UCS Millennium Falcon. I also have the original UCS Death Star.
Well, I have...
None of them are built, and I was like, those are bigger sets that would take me, in theory, could take me a full week to build on stream.
Right.
And I might just build one of those as part of, like, for the stand-up cancer, and then do, like, every $3 or whatever it is. That is on my end, Sweetbit, that is, my bitrate has joined the stupid.
Yeah, I have, the Twilight House, and then the, I don't know, I always forget what the set is called, but it's got, like, the, moving staircase and the tower, like, it's connects to the Grand Hall. It's not like the West Wing or whatever it is, but, yeah, I have that, too, to do. I have those two that are bigger. And then I have a bunch of small ones, but I was like, we can do a crafty, like, co-stream, we can do Lego, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I know we had talked about with Luna Celeste as well, with her.
Yeah.
Well, and now she's saying that she wants to start, or they want to start streaming more. I would be happy to do a Lego co-stream with whoever wants to join. I think the co-stream or the stream together allows up to 6 people.
Yeah, I think so.
So either we do one for Lego and then one for other crafts, non-Lego craft.
Right.
And then we could do 2. The biggest thing would be finding the right time slot for those, because I do know some people are more free during the week, um, and then some people are free only on like evenings or weekends. So it would just be a matter of finding when what happened. The other thing that I was saying is you were talking about doing an incentive.
Yeah, I mean, they talk about when I was like reading through this stuff, like if you're new, read through this stuff, and they're like, you should set incentives for like, you reach $100, you reach $250, anywhere, any space in between. And it like, you maybe play a game you don't normally play, or a type of game you don't normally play, or you do a giveaway, or you do something.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, I was gonna say, like, if we do one, because I'm the type of person, like, I don't really care, like, again, we're raising money for, for Stand Up to Cancer. We're not, like, personally doing it I have to raise, I don't care if money goes to you.
Right, because the money all really goes into one giant pot.
Yeah. My thing was, like, if you wanted to do, like, a thing of, like, if we hit X amount, like, you were talking about, like, playing a scary game. I don't play scary games either. And I would be, like, if we want to do an incentive where it's, like, if either one of us hit a certain number,
right,
or you hit a certain number, I'll play a spooky game with you. We have to find a spooky game that's multiplayer, but, like, I play, like, Minecraft and scream when I turn around in a cave. So
you've seen me play Harry Potter. Ah! It came out of nowhere.
Game, it's not a scary game in the slightest, and I'm sitting there screaming.
Yeah, I do it too.
I mean, like, I was playing Fallout 4, and I'm standing out in the middle of the open, and a ghoul just, like, shambles by, and it startled the ever-living daylights out of me. What the actual heck? You're only available the 5th through the 10th on the campaign. That is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can figure something out. And that's the thing, is, like, a lot of that stuff is a matter of just, like, let us know when you're available, because, like, I'm going to be streaming my normal, like, Monday through Friday stuff, and I don't mind doing an additional stream outside of that for an event. And, like, yeah, I know, like, yeah. The joy of paying bills and watching your bank account shrink dramatically. That is, girl.
Yep.
I don't know if I count that among the joys, but that is, yeah. Welcome to being an adult. Welcome to being alive. Though dying is also incredibly expensive. Don't do that either. But yeah, I stream playing Battlefield. Yeah, like, anything that just, like, doesn't casually, like, announce itself.
Right, like, if something can pop out at you, I'm gonna scream about it. Or I jump off a cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, or whatever, like, the incentive is. I would happily do something like that, that's like a combined goal, or a combined goal if we both hit, 75.
Right, like...
So that's 150 total, but, like, both channels have to hit 75.
Right.
And then we do a combined stream. Something like that where it's, like, a fun, like... Because I don't get... Like, I'm not like, well, I have to get the 150. It looks better with me. Like, it's $150 total, whether it's between 2 people or 5 people, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, in the end, it doesn't really matter because the money is all going into a giant pot anyway. Like, not everybody's Tiltify is separate; it's all like a team thing. So the money is just one giant pot. So there are always going to be some people who are like, no, I don't want to do that because I have to try to earn the most or fundraise the most, and I'm like, I
was just gonna say, I already know there's a couple people. And I don't know if they'll be in this campaign, but I've seen other campaigns where they're like, I've raised this much, and I'm the bed. I was like, it's for charity. Let's not.
And let's be real. Some people have bigger communities that have more money to spend like that. It all depends on your community what you can fundraise, and also it should just matter that you participated at all.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's the thing is one of the biggest. I think advice, but the biggest things that I was told was like, because one of the reasons I've never like done a campaign, I do know like bakers and crafters is not
Right, Luna. It's like anything. If all somebody can contribute is $2, that's $2 they didn't have before.
Yeah, exactly. And that was what was told to me by somebody. Was they were like, it doesn't matter if you go in with the goal. You go in with the goal of $60, and you only managed to raise 20. You didn't fail.
No, because that was $20 that wasn't raised before. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a start. Like, and next time you do it, you know, you adjust your goals. And then the time after that, you adjust your goals again. And
right.
We're not always going to, even if you hit a $10,000 on the first time you ever do a stream.
That doesn't mean you're going to do it the next time.
The next stream, or not the next stream, the next charity event, you might only raise $500. And it doesn't reflect badly on you. It's $500 more than that charity ever had before.
Right.
Also, like, money when it comes to, like, especially this economy, like, you might have somebody who, the first time you streamed, was in a stable job and could donate $1,000.
Right, but the next time they're not.
They can't afford their groceries, so they're not donating $1,000.
Right.
It doesn't mean that they're not there supporting. So, like, yeah, it's just a lot of that stuff. Like,
yeah, I am not going in thinking I'm really gonna raise, like, much of anything, but the important part is, like, participating and getting the word out there. That's the other thing I was gonna do. Work on my stuff. Because there's, like, a thing you can download where you can put, like, your logo in the thing, and then you can add it to, like, your Discord or whatever, like a photo.
yeah.
And I was like...
Yeah, you don't know your community to try. You also don't know what's going to resonate with what person. Like, the reason I decided to join this year was because I lost my brother-in-law and I'm doing it in honor and in memory. Yeah, in memory of him. And my wife, I did ask her. I think my wife is going to join me for one stream during that too, if she can. Just because it's going to be rough. It's been a journey. The last couple of months. Let's put it that way. But yeah, dragon appearances are always wanted. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. But I also know, like, because this isn't for a cancer one, and she just lost her brother to cancer. Like, I offered it to her. She said she would love to do it. The caveat being, she's like, I'm not gonna do it if I can't actually, like, bear to do it. And I was like, that is 100% fair.
Right, like, if it gets too hard, that's fine.
Some days are harder than others. But she doesn't want to just, like, sit there and, like, bawl her eyes. I fully understand that. And I was like, honestly, I know you guys, and you guys would not be like, oh my god, hey, you guys would understand. You guys would just be like, yeah, this is how life is sometimes. And I love that. But my brother-in-law also loved makeup, so we're probably gonna find a set that we're gonna either build together, or I'm just gonna let her stream. She is like, oh, I don't want to ever stream by myself. I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, none of us did when we started. Some of us still don't.
I was gonna say, I don't know what I'm doing now.
I mean, like, I just turn stream on and hope people show up.
Why, like, I just hope for the best.
Really, really petty. Or not petty, but, like, really, like, downgrade. But, like, I am still shocked that people show up. I really
I said that the other day. I was like, I'm glad you people show up, but why?
I like yeah, like that's the thing. It's like
I really, really do appreciate it, but
Um,
why?
it's not really sad stuff. I'm just saying, like, my wife is currently at a state where she's like, I don't know what my mental state's gonna be at the time. I don't know if I can do it. And I was like, that is perfectly fine. I'm doing it in honor and memory of my brother-in-law. That's why I decided to join this year. But even if the only thing I do is, you know, even if I don't raise any money, being another person that throws my weight behind a charity event is another person they didn't have. So, like that's the way that I look at it. Like it's not about. I know there's people out there that raise more money than everyone else. See the big, and like I really don't care. I'm here to just support it at this point. But also, did you see the thing about the? I actually want to reread that because I think they said that it was both. Um, the yeah, Lego's getting involved.
Yes,
See that one?
yes, I did see that one, and they also said if your thing is 18 plus, or you curse, or you talk about lewd things, they're not gonna be there. And I was like, Lego is not coming to my stream. Sad day. But they were also in the thing very clear that don't change what you do to try to get them to come.
Yeah, like I feel that's true just anything. Like if you're like drastically changing content to be like, look at me, it's disingenuous anyway. As far as like, it's gonna be hard for the streamer to do that, and it's gonna be fake and painful. Um, but yeah, guys, we do have ads running in about 1:30 on my channel. But yeah, for anybody that's
yeah.
not in
I did I did see that, and
yeah.
at first I was like, oh, that's so cool. I wonder if they'll come in mine. And then he was like, if you, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not happening.
To be fair, I feel like a lot of like the non-18 plus stuff when it comes to like makers and crafters and Lego builders is marginal. Like there's a lot of 18 plusers in those because they're just all adults. And most of the people that watch are adults. And that's
Yeah.
for anybody that doesn't know, the actual official Lego Corporation, during the Stand Up to Cancer, will be going around to all of the people at least involved with the brick building end of Stand Up to Cancer. And I don't think it said anything about like doing donations or anything like that. I think they're just gonna be like there showing up and like,
Yeah, they might come in and like just be in your channel. They might say something, but
they're basically gonna show up and throw their weight behind it, going, this is the good cause. So randomly, during the Stand Up to Cancer event, we might actually have the, official Lego channel, like be in the chat, which is kind of awesome. Not gonna lie. Like,
yeah, I was like, oh my god. And then they were like, yeah, if you're 18 plus, they're not coming into yours. And I was like, yes. Yes, I can imagine Lego popping in and I start talking about tentacle porn. It'll be fantastic. Be like, what peens have you worked on lately? I made a Lego themed one, you know? Like, yeah, they're not coming into mine. But it is still super exciting that they're even...
It's cool that they're behind it.
Yeah, because in previous years, like, they didn't want anything to really do with it. They're like, we acknowledge that you're mostly Lego content creators, but we're not doing anything.
Like, the brick building channel, like, when that got done, because I was still in the brick building when brick building or like Lego and brick building got split out from makers and crafters. I was still that was like 2+ years ago. So I was still like doing Lego building. I remember when that happened, and they like reached out to Lego, and like we finally have our own channel. And Lego, like if I remember correctly, Lego was like, "That's cool,"
Yeah, they were like,
and then like,
congratulations.
don't bother us again. And like I get it because like their standards are incredibly
Right, and they can't have anything like tarnish their brand.
which again I get. Like even at like this level, like there's been a few people that I've had to be like, actually I don't want to associate with you as Carrot Cleric because you have worrying behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are a controversial person, and yeah, I understand that you're a small streamer and it's probably not going to amount to anything, but if ever it does, there needs to be a gap between you and me. Because you're not going to take me down when you and it's kind of like sad that you have to start like looking at it that way, but like
Well, because everything can come bite you in the ass later.
yeah, so like I get like where they're like building, they're like, yeah, you're Lego builders, but you're not actually officially Lego. So, you know. But it is really cool that they're finally acknowledging it, and I also understand why they're like, hey, everybody, best behavior.
Yeah, they're like, you don't have to change what you do. Just know that if you're marked as 18 plus or you talk about certain things, they're not coming in. And I was like, and I completely understand that from their standpoint. You know, it'd be the same if it was anything that you were trying to get Disney involved in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, despite that,
Oh, yeah.
those movies are horribly violent but targeted for children, you can't have anything like that.
The conundrum where I don't really speak about 18 plus stuff or swear a lot, but I do play some games that aren't PG-13 either, so it's hard for you to brand it. My general rule of thumb is like obviously like when I co-stream with people, I don't police. Like I'm not gonna police Book Love and Builder and be like, I can't believe you know, you said that thing that one time, and I'm never like, I'm not gonna police other people because that's also just like awful. I've been on the receiving end. I've been in like Discord where people try to do that, and it does not help you look like a nice.
And I got like my channel on the whole isn't really 18 plus, but I do talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And I mainly have it because I will curse. I will talk about things. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to get somebody's mother messaging me in the inbox. I can't believe you talked about that. You didn't tell me you were 18 plus.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 40 and I'm in my effort 40s. So I really don't care what you think. Block.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like my whole thing is like, for the most part, if people are on Twitch, if you're on the internet, 18 or like the internet as a whole
Is 18 plus.
18 plus. Whether it's labeled that or like it's probably gonna be. The only reason like I don't swear is I used to swear a lot, and then like a couple of years ago I was just like, you just do that, and I just started doing it. Like I made it up, which is why I don't swear now. It was a personal decision, but I'm not like I work in esports. Like let's be honest here. I work with people that every other word out of their mouth was a swear word, and that's just how life was. Like, it doesn't bother me when people curse and swear. It is what it is. Like, you live your life, I live mine. We make our decisions.
I call them sentence enhancers.
Some, though, is on Twitch, like, if you're not sure where your content is, or you're not actively striving to, like, be more, like, avoid certain topics, just put yourself as 18 plus, because the algorithm will do better at, like, promoting you. Because basically, like, if it's not sure and, like, you know, sometimes you play an 18 plus game and sometimes you play other things and you're not listed at 18 plus, it sometimes won't market you to, like, anyone, because you don't have a market at that point, because you're everywhere. So like if you just label yourself as 18 plus, you're
Yeah.
what I've understood about their algorithm, you're more likely to have like actually be promoted by just because it's like a yeah, so like if you just list 18 plus and then aren't 18 plus, nobody's gonna complain. But if you're saying that you're a PG-13, a PG streamer and everything you do is above board and clean, and then you randomly play that one 18 plus game, you know, Dream Daddy dating sim or something, there's gonna be people that are like, oh, really,
Right.
I can't believe you do that. Like, I can't.
I can't get it to do that hand thing where it stops and is like, do you, because I have mine marked as 18 plus, like on the thing.
It will only do that if you go in. So, like, when you go to like edit stream info, and down at the bottom it has like the content classification, and you do like politics and sensitive issues, drug intoxication, gambling.
Oh, mine's vulgar language or something like that is what I have checked.
If you have like more than one of those listed.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I was like, I have it checked, but I know it doesn't do that hand thing. And then I was like, you know what? It's checked if they don't like it.
Also, it will only do that hand thing if you yourself, as a viewer, go into your settings and
mark that I
account settings and go, I don't want to see 18 plus.
Oh.
Then it will do the hand thing going, you told us you don't want to see this. Are you sure you want to go in there?
I see.
Otherwise, it's like, oh, you're an adult, figure it out on your own. You can make
Yeah, that's what I was like. I figure it doesn't really matter if it does that hand thing. I have it marked, which I didn't always have it marked, but I do now. And so I'm like,
yeah. One of the biggest things about the marketing, because I was looking into it, there was somebody in a group that I used to be involved with that did. He used libation streams, shall we say, and I was looking up rules because he was like part of the group, and again, one of those people that I was like associated with by proxy.
right.
And I was like, I don't think you can smoke weed. So I like went to the TOS and all up. And basically it's that idea of like if you drink and smoke on stream, like you damn well better have that label because they will ban you instantly. Like there will be no
Yeah, you have to have it marked.
And basically they were like, if you don't have it marked and say I go into your stream and you're talking about, you know, it's also one of the reasons why I'm just like no politics. It's not that I don't have opinions on politics, people. It's that if I start talking about politics, I could get my channel reported by a, you know, because there's people out there that are just
Yeah, because they don't have a life.
Don't actually get through. They see them and go, "That's nice, thanks for the report," and nothing actually happens. That is basically like 80% of people don't actually get actioned on, or even like a pat on the back of the head. They're just vindictive people. And they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that you have more followers than me."
Or I can't believe you don't agree with me.
Yeah.
How dare you think something other than what I think?
So, like, basically that list, like, of what I was saying, like, gambling, talking about politics or sensitive social issues like racism or that type of stuff, drugs, intoxication, or tobacco use, or other, drugs on stream, gambling, significant profanity or vulgarity, sexual themes, where, and it again, like, the reference to them is not bannable. It's when you content that focuses or sexualizes physical attributes. So, like, if you are an artist and you do nudity and you don't have that listed, you can get your account permabanned because you didn't have that.
Yeah, I looked at the like sexual one and I was like, I don't think I fall underneath that. Like, we talk about sexual things, but it's nobody's naked.
No, your content isn't focused.
Yeah.
But they're like, if any of it is like, and you're like thinking like, well, maybe at some point I will swear, or I will curse, or like, I know when I play a horror game, I you know, curse every 3 seconds because it jump scares. They're like, just go ahead and click that button because there's no downside to having it.
Right.
But if you don't have it clicked and you do that and you get reported, we are legally obligated to follow our TOS and give you
Right. And that's why I figured I just marked it 18 plus for the cursing and whatnot.
Thank you for Stephanie for the water and the stretch. I need to get up and.
I do on occasion, like if it gets brought up, I will talk about just about anything. But I was like,
Well, we've talked about really what could be considered sensitive topics, but it's not like a daily.
Yeah.
Thing.
As Kaz calls it, my soapbox moments.
Yeah, your soapbox moments, but also like I like to think that I'm not doing it for like a vulgarity reason. Like, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about menstrual cycles because like we're talking about it because somebody was talking about something that happened and it was relevant to the conversation. And I do feel like that is there are built off of just being sexually explicit. And I don't go in those channels because I don't actually a content person of like the streamers that are doing it for that reason. Stretchy, thank you. Moonface, welcome in.
I always figure if I want to see boobs, I have an extraordinarily large pair. I'm good.
Yeah, so like I from like the very beginning, like I don't think there's really that many but I've got moved in. Okay. I need an extension cord, so I'm gonna walk around and I'm stretching. I'm doing the thing. But yeah, like it's just one of those things. I was like, there's not that. Even if I did, there's better places on the internet to find that anyway. Like I need to throw it out there.
I mean, some people will find any reason to report you because they don't like what you do, or.
Yeah. Soapbox Moments is also needs to use as an excuse to report out of the picture. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, and that's one of the reasons why like I do like women right? A little bit more. Yay! I found a. I do try to find like. I don't even want to say tasteful way of doing it, but a non weird, strange way that makes. All right. Yeah.
I got stuff to make s'mores when I went shopping earlier. And also, why was it so hard to find a clothesline at Walmart?
Because nobody dries their own clothes anymore.
They had clothespins, but no clotheslines.
That is
weird. Urologist thinks your bladder is overactive because of my hysterectomy. When I had my hysterectomy, they checked my bladder.
Hysterectomy.
Yeah, hysterectomy. They said they went like up and made sure like that some between like the pregnancies and the issues I was having and then this surgery that it that it was okay essentially.
I mean, I do know that they are.
That's what I did. I went into the camping area and I bought just like a rope that was supposed to use to like hang up a hammock or something, but
yeah, I was like, I feel like it's probably because nobody actually.
Yeah, but it was so weird. Like, they had their laundry baskets and all that, and then they had clothespins, but no clotheslines. And I'm like, why have one if you don't have the other?
Crafting.
I thought about going to crafting. That was my next. I was going to go back to the crafting.
Crochet your own.
Well, I found one in the camping area because we used to have one, and I think what happened is I brought it inside because we weren't using the camper anymore. Because for a time we were renting it out through this company because we weren't using it, so might as well earn some money. And we had to like basically empty it completely out, and I was like, well, I can use this while crafting, and I think that's what happened to it.
Gotta get it. I also got the SD. Scans are really fun to look at. I love looking at like X-rays and scans just because like they're cool.
Oh, you would love
Pay the hydro bill.
you
Hydro bills.
you would love the X-rays of my my leg then.
I have my own X-rays of my leg. Maybe we can do an X-ray stuff.
I would say mine have lots of tiny holes, and you can see where my leg is still technically cracked.
Oh, mine is from when I shattered my femur. And
Yeah, mine's from when I.
Rod shoved up the marrow of my leg.
Well, I have ones from before they did the surgery, like right after the accident, to ones after they fixed it, and you can see all the pins and screws in it. Because I had a dozen of them.
Ooh.
And then after they took those out, and then still later, because like once a year I still get X-rays on it, because of the way I broke it, and I broke it so many places essentially that it's really easy to get like micro fractures.
Yeah, because it's just permanently weakened.
Yeah, so they're always looking for like stress fractures or micro fractures.
Yeah, I mean at least they're being diligent with it though, so that's nice. And not just being
that, and
good forever.
They look at how my arthritis is progressing.
I when they did my well, I was a child still when they shattered me. And I do like I don't remember very much because I was on morphine most of the time, which was delightful. Let me tell you.
Morphine doesn't work.
Well, it does on me, or it did when I was like a child.
It did not.
But
it was horrible.
They basically they were like doing it, and they were like, "Oh yeah." So I was one of the first people in that type of reconstructive surgery. I was basically a guinea pig to see if it worked.
I was gonna say a bit of a guinea pig.
Yeah, and it did, but they were like, so we're curious. So I had to go in like every 6 months, I think it was, to get continued X-ray of my leg because I was a kid, and they were basically waiting for me to like go through puberty.
Right, because as you grow, what is it gonna do?
Will it hold up? And like my left leg is now just shorter than my right because of that. But like there was like this one part of I do like the doctor being like, you know, going in, and I don't know if he was trying to be funny because I was a kid, and you know they do like sometimes they say things to like try to like ease tension.
Right. Because frankly, sometimes they don't know what to do, and they're like, "I'm nervous. I'm going to make a joke."
Yeah. Well, and so like I just remember distinctly a doctor, maybe it was a nurse or something, and like looking at the X-rays and going, the leg is not supposed to break that way. And I don't remember anything, but like going back now, I'm like, a leg is not supposed to break. But like, it was just like one of those things that was just like, what do you mean that way? So basically, like, I landed on my leg.
They said the same thing about mine. They said that they've only ever seen the type of break I had in motorcycle accidents, where like the motorcycle lands on the person's leg.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You did this in a truck?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they're like,
Yeah, short lady is capable of anything. Keep an eye on her. No, but yeah, my leg basically collapsed down on itself from the hip.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it just like, collapsed down. So what they did is they put metal rods up through the marrow of the bone, like re-put all the bone fragments where they're supposed to go, and then just waited to see if it would start fusing back together without like any pins or bolts. And it did. The problem, and this is where the damage actually occurred, is after my leg was healed, like 6 months later or something, after the bone was like back together as good as it was gonna be, they went in and they removed the metal rods.
See, they had to go back in a year later and remove my rods and stuff. They weren't supposed to. Like, that was never the plan. But it turned out my body said, no, thank you. You're going to be one of the very, very few people allergic to titanium.
Oh. So did they replace them with something else? Or they just
Nope, they just took them out. There's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
They went in because I was, like, basically dragging my leg behind me. Like, my knee had turned out and my hip had turned out. And they're like, okay, we got to figure out, like, from the scans, we can't see anything. But, you know, some of that stuff you can't see until you're, like, looking at it.
Yeah.
Like, at the actual bone.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're going to have to do exploratory surgery and see if it's, like, a pin shifted or we need to put another thing in. And they said they cut it in the same place and opened it up and they couldn't see anything. My body had completely attacked the metal. So they had to scrape it all away and take all of it back out. And then I got to learn to walk a third time. And I have a weird rare fracture. So essentially, some of it is like my leg got stuck in the door and twisted. And that's what broke the tibia and fibia. But also because the brakes came up through the bottom of the car, it hit my foot and smacked it into my leg. And caused a talar dome fracture, which is basically, it cracked down inside my foot.
Ugh.
So they never did an MRI, so they didn't see it until like 10 years after the accident. And by that, there's nothing they can do with it.
It fused.
Yeah, because what they normally do is they drill through the fracture, like down through it, and basically get rid of it, and then the bone just fills in. So I still have the fracture. But I also cracked my, like, the bottom of my foot. Cracked up the back, like where your heel is. I cracked the heel plate going up. So you can still see the crack in the heel plate and the talar dome fracture. And then you can see 12 holes going up the side of my leg where the screws used to be. And they said they'll never fill completely in. So the talar dome fracture actually changed the bone marrow in my foot because it cracked it like straight through.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and I have no like.
Hospitals, yes.
Yes.
Hospitals are not.
I hate hospitals. There's always some doctor who's sure he knows how to fix it, but actually does not. But
also, yeah.
Pride keeps him from just admitting that he doesn't fucking know.
The traveling between floors is always a journey because hospitals, for whatever reason, at least where I was, like the hospitals I was in, are never built on like here's the first floor, second floor, third floor. They're always built in like 4 sections that don't line up. So there's always like a
You have to walk across this catwalk.
Floor, and then down a half flight of stairs to the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And then you have to turn from the 3rd floor to get back up to the 5th floor. You have to take the 3rd elevator from the left.
Yeah, or the
Go to all the floors.
You have to walk across the catwalk to this other place.
Yeah.
The skywalk. Yeah, the plates and stuff were... I had an 8-inch plate that went up the side of my leg. Basically from like where the ankle ball is to about 2/3 up the way of my shin. And then I had 12 pins through that. And then I had 2 springs connecting like my foot to my ankle to give me that like bend. And because I cracked both of the metatarsal balls on my leg, they had to like shave them and move them. I basically crush fractured my leg in a car door.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say if the car door, yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. It wasn't like technically in the car door. Like, so you know how some of the cars, like they're the the dashboard meets the door. Like they make the part of the door like thinner so that it like molds perfectly together. The seam. Well, that seam opened when we hit, and my foot went in that seam, and then that shut. But we kept flying 14 feet through the air. And when we landed, that opened again and my foot came out. But when we landed, the tire got pushed and the brakes came up through the, like, literally the floorboard on my side of the car was pulled up and you could see the brakes. My side of the car looked like we had rolled. My window busted and my arm went out it. So I had, like, cuts all over my arm from the glass. The A-frame, like, where the door and the windshield, like, was bent and my side of the windshield was all cracked. And so my side of the car was actually dug into the ground. They couldn't even open the door. The ground was, like, at the window level.
That is awful.
Yeah, they used the pictures from our car crash as safety briefings the rest of Crazy's military career. They're like, this is what could happen if you fall asleep at the wheel. But yeah, so, like, they never meant for any of that to come back out. But I'm that, like, 0.00, 1111 of the people who are allergic to titanium. So even if later I have to have an ankle replacement, they'll have to go in, do the ankle replacement, put the pins in, and then go back in later after it's healed and take them back out.
Yeah.
Which is why they didn't wound up not doing the clubfoot surgery while we were in Virginia, because they're like, we will have to break your tibia and to go in, because they can't go in where they normally do because of the prior surgeries. And they'd have to go down the side where all the tiny nerves and tendons are and stuff. And they're like, then we'd have to break it, take the chunk of the bone out, put the pins in, pin your tibia again, then 6 months to a year later, depending on how fast you heal, cut you back open to take all the pins back out. Right, they're like, that's not great, and it could take 2 to 3 years to completely heal and be done with the surgery.
Yeah. So not wanting to do that, I get.
Yeah, so that's why I have as the doctor called it, the mother of all braces.
Welcome in.
And then he proceeded to tell me that he would not even contemplate doing ankle replacement surgery until I was 50. And I told him at that point I will have had the injury longer than I didn't. And he was like, yeah, well, life sucks. Have a nice life. Like, we'll keep doing the minor surgeries, and as they called them, maintenance surgeries. And that eventually I'll probably have to have knee surgery and hip surgery, and I was like, thanks, Doc, thanks. But I appreciated that he wasn't trying to, like, sell something that wasn't possible. He's like, listen, I know this sucks, but this is it. He wasn't trying to make himself out like he could do some awesome thing when it wasn't really possible.
Yeah.
Like, I can fix you. I can make it better. He's like, I can give you pain meds and a brace.
Like, I would... And some doctor who's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do just one surgery and you'll be perfect forever. And then
right.
One surgery causes you to need 12 other surgeries.
Right. That's why I was like, I appreciate that he was just like, okay, I'd love to fix you, but it's actually not possible.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, like, well, it's like the doctor that, when I first got sick in 2023, the doctor that the one doctor I had, I was dealing with really bad depression and all that stuff. Because I went from working 90 hours a week to not working, you're like, what do you do with your time, right? You know, and also like the career that I thought I would have for the rest of my life is now over. I have no career, nothing. And basically, instead of being like, oh, we're gonna put you on this medication, this medication, make you perfectly good, and he was like, pick up a hobby, do something, like figure out a crochet, like figure out fiber art,
Right, like something.
and it's like this is a doctor that easily could have just been like, here's a prescription for this, or go take your psych, go to a psych, get
Right, go to mental health and they'll give you some meds.
Instead was like, actually find something you want. It's gonna be more beneficial. And it's like, yeah, because he could have been like, here, take these and make me feel like a zombie. But he did, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, sure, he couldn't really do anything, but I also appreciate that he didn't pretend he could.
Yeah.
And some people were like, well, maybe you should get like a second opinion. And I was like, that would probably be my fifth opinion, not my second. And also, this is the guy they truck out to fix people who got blown up in Afghanistan. If he's saying he can't fix me, nobody can probably fix me.
Yep.
Like, this is the guy who gets flown to Ramstein and everywhere else to fix people who've been blown up. I'm gonna say he's kind of the guy to talk to about it. Oh, also, while I was at Walmart, I saw diamond art bookmarks. I didn't buy any, but I saw them.
One of the things, like, when I, again, get that whole idea of, like, going to a craft store or something, like, I don't actually always need to buy something.
Right, I just want to see what they have. Because, I do that on Amazon. I peruse the craft section. Like I go to today's deals and then peruse the craft section. I don't know, probably 60% of the time I don't buy anything. But I do like to see what they have.
The nosy in me needs to know.
Right. I'm like, oh, this is new. I like this.
I'm getting the itch to buy things just to buy things. Gotta stamp that down. I mean, if you want to buy something, the link to Book Loving Builder's fourth wall is right above the statement, and she has some really, really fun shirts from my list, and other assorted goods. So if you need somewhere for your money to go,
there's stickers on there for $1 plus shipping.
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes I just need to buy something for $2. Like, it could be a candy bar at the store. I don't care.
Yep.
Final player has been acting up lately, skipping beats whenever I'm nearby. Okay. Yay! Oh yes, I saw Alex come in. Alex, did you see you won the monthly giveaway last month? The monthly point thing. I get like that sweet bit though. I'm like, I just want to buy something. I don't even care really what it is. We need to go to the fireplace, it says. I'm sorry, Alex.
Joey took a nap. I got really panicky about Joe being in school earlier and had taken meds twice. Oh no! Because you're kind of stalled out on your hobbies, so your brain is itchy for a new one. Yeah, one of the things like the year-long project is going, but then also I'm at the same point. Like, well, when January hits, January 1st, thank for
Fuck you, you stupid hook.
Really thought you were gonna...
Really thought I was gonna say something else?
I was like, come here, you. And I was like, oh, that's that.
The magnetic hook did not want to come unmagnetic so I could move it to a different spot on my shelf. It did not wish to cooperate. But yeah, I mean, when I was looking at the thing on Tiltify, it was like, make realistic donation markers. And I was like, okay, $20.
25 cents.
Right, like $20.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and it's like, and it puts something as like a whatever when you hit it. And I was like, oh, I'll play Farm Sim. I'll play Farm Sim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I need a manager.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, I'll play Farm Sim. We can, I don't know, I'll give away a coaster. Like, I'll send you a Diamond Art coaster. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You guys can pick which nails I do next.
Like $5 or more, like pick the color and I'll paint a nail.
Well, yeah, for like, if you donate like at least $5, I bought the really bug bite relief patches. They're kind of like pimple patches.
Yeah.
Because I bought these because I'm allergic to a lot of adhesive, and I was like, great, I'll put those little star stickers on my face, and you'll all watch my face turn infinitely red as I stick more on because I'm allergic to the adhesive. Yeah, like, so I was like, I bought these because I know I'm not allergic to the welly bandages. They're like the only bandages I don't have an issue with.
The allergen-free adhesives or whatever.
Yeah, so I was like, so they, you know, aren't going to use a different adhesive on these. Plus, I'll show you guys. I'll do my build camera. They look like little monsters. So it's a little splotch thing. Oh, I have like super bright on. But they look kind of like little monsters. So I was like, they'll be cute. You know, like if you donate at least $5, you get a bloop. And I figured anybody who donates at the end of it, I'll keep track through the thing, and everybody will go like on a spinny wheel at the end, and you'll go for like a prize. I don't know. I'll send you something.
Doing a custom duck giveaway today. Thanks for saying that. I forgot about that.
Listen, I talked about it. I talked about it like 5 times yesterday and still forgot to check who won.
Yeah, at the beginning of or at the end, yeah, the beginning of stream today. The end of stream today, I will be doing
Yeah, I'm a pro streamer.
A custom ducky giveaway because we were over 3,000 stitches last month on the.
I must have talked about it 5 times during stream yesterday, and I was like, before we end, you can either pick a tier 1 sub or I can send you a sticker. Because you're far away and shipping's expensive. So I took a picture of Noodle the other day. She was in bed with me and she was like grooming herself, and I did something. I like jostled her and she like whipped her head around me, and it's got like that I will kill you kind of look on her face. And I was like, now I need to use Canva to like cut her out, and I'm going to make it a sticker. She looks so angry. Like, why did you touch me? Why did you bother me?
a murder ducky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to go buy stickers.
Stinkers.
Whatever that one is.
The one I bought was from Sticky Brand. I haven't tried the other ones yet.
Yeah.
Mainly because I'm like trying to figure out what I want a sticker of. You know what I mean?
Well, I was like, so like I hate the idea of like on fourth wall like having like a sticker if you want to like it's like $5.
I know they're so expensive on fourth wall, like to get stickers through them.
I was like, you know what? If I buy 100 stickers, I can also like they're like a couple cents.
Okay, Alex, I'll give you a sub.
It's like a couple cents, and if I throw them into like the little box, like if you buy a duck.
Right, that's what I was like. I could put the sticker for like $1.
Yeah.
On fourth wall, like if I buy it and have the sticker and have to ship it myself, I could spend like put it for $1 and it's still infinitely cheaper than what they would want.
They would have.
Yeah, like
even like international. Let's say like you can throw it in an envelope and send it.
Right, because it's just a sticker.
Mail for $1 for or $1.10 or whatever it is for international shipping, because it's a letter at that point. But like to mail it through fourth wall, it's like they're like, well, we charge $4.20 or whatever it is. Probably not $4.20. It might be $4.20. And then if you want to make profit, like let's say you want to make a 50 cents off sticker, all of a sudden you're having to sell a sticker for like $5+ for a sticker.
Right, yeah,
It feels ridiculous. And that's not including the shipping yet. International letters $1.70. Yeah, but still $1.70 shipping, I can sell my stickers, you know. It's still cheaper than doing it for fourth wall.
Yeah, because fourth wall wants like their stickers aren't cheap. And I have no idea what kind of quality they are.
Yeah, I've never bought one of my own stickers off there. I got rid of them. The other thing is like, and I'm not.
Ooh, I caught Mr. Mime.
Certain individuals in our chat, that we are well acquainted with is currently work setting up the ability to print stickers. And I would love to, like, yeah, even if they're more expensive than buying them like that, like being able to like support another small streamer / small business, you know, and have stickers made in small batches. But also then you could be like, hey, there's only 100 of these stickers.
Right.
When they're gone, and I'm never making more. Yeah.
Jay, Alex. But yeah, I don't know. I have these for like I don't know. I just never know. I'm like, first of all, like the incentives, I feel bad because then there's like this expectation, like this lurking box in the corner that's
what I hate about like even like when I was like doing like last year, and again like it's that idea of like, oh, you're a streamer, it's like this is part of your income. Money is part of how we, you know, care about things. Whatever. And like that's never been the goal of the channel. But like last year I think like for my stream anniversary I did like, oh, if we get like whatever it was, like 100 subs, I'd dye my hair. And like I even felt bad about that because I'm like, oh, I'm trying to like goad people into giving me subs. And like, but also like not going to a place and dyeing your hair is not free.
No. Well, and I thought about that being like a thing. I use what's called overtone. It's not actually hair dye, so I don't have to bleach my hair. It's pigmented conditioner.
Yes, I do know about it.
I could do like the bottom part of my hair or whatever, like the ends. or the whole thing, but I would have to have somebody help me because my hair is stupid long.
Also gorgeously curly, and I'm so jealous.
You should say Boy Wonder's hair is crazy curly too, and so is Fantasy's.
I do love this thing of where like how people with like straight hair are like.
Oh, I love and hate it too. It's so pretty and a pain in the ass.
I wish I had straight hair.
Oh God, I hate that it's a pain in the ass. Like, you're not going and buying the cheap shampoo and conditioner. It is a ton of work. People are like, oh, what did you do to your hair? Listen, I washed it and conditioned it. But also, every day there's leave-in conditioner and hair oil and detangling spray. And I have to only wash it every third day. But if I get sweaty, then I have to wash it that day because then my scalp feels like I'm going to literally itch it off.
Rip it out, yep.
And also, like, I don't have one brush. I have, like, a brush, a comb, and a special detangler thing. Like, yeah, it's pretty. And I have it down to pretty, like, easy maintenance, but only because, God forbid, any product I use stops getting made.
Yeah.
Because of anything, or they change their formula, because then I have to go through the process all over again of finding whatever product it is that they don't make the same anymore.
I did.
Which is what I'm currently doing with my leave-in conditioner because I have literally looked high and low. And even the manufacturer still has it on their website, but nobody actually has it in stock.
I did I think it's just it's called Shea Moisture. I think it's one of the brands. And I used, this is when I was like growing my hair. I used a African black soap. Shampoo and leave-in conditioner. And they had like a hair like they had a thing, and I was like trying to grow my hair out and keep it healthy. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this because the first time I grew my hair out, I had short, inch-long hair my entire life because I'm a boy, and boys have to have short hair. Which then I started growing out the hair. But like no one had ever bothered to like teach me that like. Yeah, conditioner is actually a thing that you should use. And
I know, Crazy was growing his hair out, and I was like, the 2-in-1 shampoo conditioner is not going to cut it anymore.
They don't work. They just don't work.
Like, you can wash your hair with it, but you still need to use conditioner afterwards. He's like, it's both, and I was like, it's shit.
Yeah, my thing of if you get a shampoo and conditioner combined, it is as effective as the amount of ingredients.
I do know, Sweet Bit, because I do have psoriasis on my scalp, and sometimes I itch it till it bleeds.
Rise your hair. No. Ugh. So I don't bleach my hair. That was one of the first rules I learned. Because I was like, oh, I want really bright colors in my hair. To do that, we have to like bleach it to yellow, bleach it to blonde, and then apply it. And I did that, and it destroyed my hair.
So that's not strictly true. So the lady who used to do my hair never actually bleached my hair like that, like where they do the bleach and then the thing. She would take the hair dye and put lightener directly into the hair dye and apply it all in one, and it always worked. It just depends on your hair. Like, my hair lightens really easily. So she would just mix, like, low-volume lightener with my hair dye, and it would just work. It would just do it all together.
So for me, this was back when I wasn't, like, I didn't know how to take care of my hair. And I was just throwing it out. And so she, like, bleached my hair.
Yes, Sweet Bit, it does so bad.
The garbage shampoo and no conditioner. And my hair, like, this.
Yeah.
And then, like...
So when I wash my hair, like, on wash days, I always wash it twice, and they're like, you only need to wash your hair once, and only your roots. And I was like, yeah, but no, because I put oil in my hair every day, so I actually need to wash all of my hair. Running it down, the water running down it does not actually wash it. And then I use, like, thick leave-in pot conditioner. You know, like it comes in a pot and like you can literally scoop it and it doesn't fall off your hand because it's so thick. And then I gently, with like one of those tiny wet brushes, brush it through, starting at the bottom very slowly and carefully, so that it actually gets soaked into everywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I sit there in the shower and I shave or whatever for like 5 or 10 minutes. Letting it... I use a hair clip and hold it all up on top of my head.
So, like, this is all stuff that, like, I eventually figured out because, like, you know...
Yeah, but if nobody ever tells you, you don't know.
As a guy, like, hair care was not something that we were ever told. And, like, and so, like, the first time I grew my hair out, I destroyed my hair. Like, okay, we're never doing this again. Cut it all back, because I went to a hairdresser. Because I was like, well, I'm not just gonna go to, like, a 5 and dime hair cutting place where they're just, you know, like, Gabriella 2 and then give you a buzz cut.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went to, like, a hair salon, and I was like, okay, take it down to, like, where you think my hair is healthy, and she ended up cutting it, like, post. Like, it was, because of the dye, like, the bleaching and heavily bleaching, and then not conditioning the hair, like, it killed the hair. And then she was like, okay, so you're gonna go in, and you're gonna, and, like, clearly she had, like, walked people through hair care before, but she was like, you're gonna go in, and when you wash your hair, you're gonna, like, you rinse your hair out, then you wash your hair, and if you didn't have really good, like, so she did it by saying, like,
if you don't have a good lather, you want to do it a second time.
If you don't have a good lather, wash it again. Because oils suppress lather, so, like, if it's not lathering, it means, like, yes, you're removing a lot of oils, but do it again, just make sure you're good.
Also, you want to... Like, when you put the shampoo, you never want to put it directly on your head. You want to pour it in your hand and then, like, rub your hands together really well to get the emulsifiers going.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so, like, she was, like, working through that, like, trying to ask, this is so helpful. It's like, why is this just not taught to me? Because, like, and then she's like, never use anything. Like, this is where she told me that the, if you get the effectiveness of a shampoo is determined by how many things are in it. So if you get a shampoo and conditioner combined, both the shampoo and the conditioner are only 50%.
Right.
If you get a shampoo, conditioner, body wash combined, they're only 30% effective. So just buy a shampoo, buy a conditioner, and even if they're not the top brand, you know, the $20 bottles type thing, they're like, a $5 bottle of shampoo is better than a $5 bottle of shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah.
But if you want nice hair, that's what you have to do. You will not get nice hair and long, luxurious hair if you are not actually treating it with quality things. But yeah, they cut a lot of your hair the last time I had it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get my ends trimmed.
I need to go, my ends are quite,
yeah, my ends are bad because I keep ignoring them.
I haven't trimmed my ends in over a year because when I had the undercut, I was waiting for that to grow out, and that's now about shoulder length. So now I'm going to get everything chopped to shoulder length, and, like, you know, trimmed up and layered, and then it should be good for... Because that's the other thing, she was like, even if you're like, oh, I want my hair long, a lot of people go, oh, I want my hair to grow really long, so I'm not going to cut it.
Yeah, that's not how that works. You have to cut it.
It actually promotes hair growth.
Yeah. Because the more it splits up the thing, the more you have to have cut off. But also, like, the more damage, it kind of, like, slows down your hair growth.
But yeah, that is a...
I never get layers done because of the way my curls are. Some people with curls can get layers and it's fine. The way my hair curls, you can see each layer. There's no blending.
Yeah, it depends how bouncy your curls are too. Like,
plus, my hair never curls twice the same way, so that the layers will never fall the same way once it's washed again. So I'm like, nope, just cut it straight across. And they're like, you sure I can give you a curly cut? I'm like, I'm sure you think that curly cut is going to look fantastic. I have had them done multiple times throughout my life, and they never turn out the way the hairdresser thinks they're going to turn out. I need just straight across, all one length. Yeah, that's like, if layers will look fantastic if I let the hairdresser do it and style it and all that, and she cuts it, and then when I do it at home, I'm just like layer, 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 and just like, see, no. Because it's never going to look the same way twice. So just one length all the way across.
I also had a friend that was very into, and I don't know, like, I think there's still a thing, I don't use them like, who's very into, like, those, like, pomades and, like, hair waxes things.
Yes.
And
The boy used a hair wax once when he cut his hair short to kind of give it that, like, you know, the thing in the 90s where they would, like, push the front up?
the bohawk?
Yeah, like, it was just like the front of your hair was, like, your bangs, essentially, were up for boys. You know, like, that little bit of hair in the front. Or to weave it over. We did it for a little bit, and then he's got a cowlick. So when his hair was shorter, like, when he was starting to grow it back out, I would use just a little bit on the cowlick to kind of, like, make it blend more with the rest of his hair.
Yeah. So I had a friend that like would do that, and it was one of the nastiest things. So like I've never used hair wax. Like
You have to really wash your hair well when you use them, or else it just builds up in your hair.
he would just like wake up in the morning and like put some in, like you know the whole like put more in, but then like he only washed his hair like once a week. So like he would get to like the end of the week and there would just be like things in his hair.
Yeah, it's like,
glob.
sir,
It was so awful.
sir.
And we would be like, you should wash your hair. And he's like, no, I wash my hair on Friday. No.
Well, I think you need to wash your hair on Friday and Tuesday.
And several days between if you're gonna be adding wax.
Yeah, like, I mean, you really have to, like, wash that out. And it can't be, like, a quick wash. Like, you have to, like, really rub it in and get it in there. And so it's getting the stuff out of your hair.
Yeah. Luna Celeste, thanks for being here. A good session at speech therapy. Okay, so I think when my wife is getting home, I think we were planning on going to see the Minions.
The Minions! I love the Minions.
So does she. But I don't know if we have time, so when she gets home, should be short, is either already or shortly. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming. So, I probably won't be on when you get back, Luna, but have a lovely session. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. You are home. Oh, did you pick a time that you wanted to go see movies? Because you should probably buy tickets ahead. Wait, it is.
If your movie theater's like any of the ones I've been to, where you get to, like, pick your seat, too.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying, yeah, that was when my plans were. I don't know how it is. But we also have ads about to run, so those are gonna run. I'm gonna finish photographing my duckies at least, which I have like 10 minutes, and then I didn't even like use it. Oh, I would just shoot for like a. Bad to me. Don't make me make dishes.
Oh, no. Carrot, how about 5 o'clock?
That's so short. That's only an hour. No, that's 6 for you. Yeah. I was gonna say that's less than an hour book.
Well, I'm at 5 o'clock your time. Well, that's less than an hour. No, that won't work.
Yeah, that's less than
Sorry, I looked at the time and went, 5 o'clock? That seems good.
Well, that would be 6 for us, which is also good, and then maybe, like an hour and a half long, which would be dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, that's the thing. Do you want to eat before or after? Because if you eat before, you're full and you're less likely to spend money on movie snacks. But
I take my own.
I do too. I dare you to ask to look through my purse.
I just slip in, thingy. But yeah, if one of them has like a 6 o'clock or like a 6:30 showing, um, then yeah.
Like, I dare you to ask to look inside my purse.
There's a 645 in 3D.
Oh, 3D ones make me sick.
Yeah, well, I also wear glasses, so 3D ones are.
Yeah, because then you, like, it's 3D glasses over your glasses. No, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. I miss just having.
Oh, Carrot, you have less than 2 days to get your video in if you want the little clippy in the Stand Up for Cancer thing. Or if... there's not a guarantee that it's going to be in there. It's just a possibility to have it.
They're asking me to make a clip of myself.
I'm not making it. I'm not submitting one.
We'll be the rebels. We're the crafting rebels, y'all.
I'm not submitting one. Because like I said, there's no guarantee it's going to be in there. A 15-second clip, I'm not even sure what to say. I would have to film 2 minutes and then just clip 15 seconds out of it.
I'm Terry Clark. I'm a writing crafter on Twitch. I do crochet and
I can't even introduce myself when people write in. I go, hi, I'm Book Loving Builder. I do the things.
I go, hi, I'm Book Loving Builder, and then go, crap, no, I'm not.
No, I'm Book Loving Builder. We'll just make one together, submit it for both of us, and it'll have both of us in it.
Actually, that potentially would get in before otherwise, because it would be both of the people at the same time.
Right. Hi, I'm Book Loving Builder. I'm Book Loving Builder too. Wait, no, you're not. You're Carrot Cleric. We do the things. We do the things. People come in, right in, and I'm like, hi, I'm doing this, and I do other things. I do stuff.
My worst thing that I do is I do the hey, I'm Gary Clark, I'm Bright Crafter. Ooh, and then I'll like respond to something. And then I'll be like, crap, where was I in the introduction? Did I do the introduction? Did I finish the introduction? What was I talking about? I don't know.
I know, I'm bad. I'm just bad at it.
And also, like, they want it to be, like, of your face. Like, they want it to be, like...
Yeah, like you...
somebody, like, introducing themselves to camera, like, hey, I'm Book Loving Builder. I'm a variety crafter here on Twitch. I do the thing. And then they would, like, take, like, the image and, like, add that to their, like... I almost said menage a trois. No? Collage. I meant to say collage. Menage a trois was not the word I was looking for. Hi, I'm Book Loving Builder.
I'm Book Loving Builder, and I do the things.
One of the shirts I'm designing, which I might tap you because you're one of the people that knows the channel. I was designing a couple new shirts. Yeah, I was gonna like send them to like thoughts, you know, as far as like, do you think it's good? Would you change it? Just because, you know, different people, different opinions, all that stuff. And one of them was due to Rabbit's suggestion of I'm designing a shirt that's hi, I'm Carrot Claire. I make poor life decisions. Or like I make poor life decisions with like the Carrot Claire.
I have a shirt that says I make poor decisions and it's got a glass of wine on it.
I did not know that, but now I am in love with this idea.
Yep. It says I make, and then it has the glass of wine, and then at the bottom it says poor decisions. I wear it a lot to school functions. Just to see if anybody will notice. That and my witch please, because it always does a double take. Because they're not sure what it says at first. I wear that to school functions a lot too. Listen, my kid is in high school. If the teacher can't handle it, she's not handling the students either. Because, like, they're not really allowed to put kids out of the classroom anymore. Like,
No.
you didn't go to public school, but, you know, when you talk too much or you disrupted the class, the teacher was just like, go sit outside. Take your work, do it in the hallway. They don't do that anymore, so no matter how disruptive they are, they just kind of wait for them to work themselves out, and then... Like, you need to just boot them from the classroom and be done with it.
Yeah.
You can come back when you're ready to, like, let everybody learn around you. I need to make new shirts, but I don't know what I want to do on them.
Yeah, I was just gonna have like a couple, and then just like I want a couple like. Probably be like my next week. And Wednesday will probably be designing. I actually need to double check. I think I did the Quacken and Pirate as a duo, but I don't remember because my brain is mushy. It was one that I actually did.
My brain is always mushy.
Um. Yes, it is Double Ducks, Double Even.
There's the Kippy picture. Let's try to erase the background and see what the Kippy picture looks like. I also took a picture of one of the peens and like cut out the background to try to make it a sticker. But I was like, I need to put a couple next to each other, and then I was gonna call it Peen Squad.
Or do like a bunch and do like a sheet. Okay. That is the poor duck. It is so funny though. Made within like the first couple of first month. It took me days to make. Now I'm like, that's but also they're like I looked at them and I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. Like, and like part of me was like, do I even list some of these for sale? Yeah. These are the first ones. It's just how it's gonna be. But we will do
I'm trying to remember what I did last time. Till I get rid of the background.
Hmm. I also need to go in and...
There we go. Kind of.
That is that. I am going to go here. I have to... Oh, that was the other reason that was... I have... Wait.
Yeah, don't forget to do the ducky giveaway.
No, but I've not done a giveaway. Dan, I took my shop offline. I'm trying to remember if I can still do a giveaway.
With your shop offline?
With my shop offline, or if I just need to wait until my shop goes back online on my stream anniversary. Because oh, I think I can. I think I can bypass my own offline. Maybe?
I guess this works.
Alrighty. Alright guys, there will be a giveaway for a custom ducky. If anybody is in chat, if you want to join, when it pops up, you will use, I believe it's exclamation enter. I don't know if there's a way for me to change that. But
I don't know if there is either.
it will be exclamation enter if you want to join. If no one joins, then I don't give away a ducky, or I try again tomorrow. But there is one of those. I know we have a lot of lurkers. So, ready. When it goes through, a chance for you to win a custom ducky that I will make and get to you at some point within the next 27 years. Because I'm not gonna lie, the
7 to 10 years instead of 7 to 10 business days. 7 to 10 business years.
it'll be to you at some point in the future. Because I am working on a bunch of things right now, and not gonna lie, I've fallen behind on a lot of this. Anyway, project. Yeah, we will be doing that. There is a giveaway in chat. You guys want to join? Make sure you use exclamation enter to join the chat.
Welcome in, Platinum. Welcome
in.
in.
A custom designed Carrot Cleric original ducky, one of a kind chaos. And one of you will win. I should not eat my. So that is that. I'm glad that I can still do giveaways for my shop while it's offline. That's actually kind of cool. And yeah, so that's that. Also, Platinum Ant, welcome in, friend. No. Yeah, okay. So that is, we're currently working on, for anybody that's in my chat that can see, we have a Heartless Ducky.
Oh, how is your ducky coming?
The Heartless Ducky is pretty much done. I actually just need to stuff and, finish it, but I got like the little creepy arms on. And
Did you put wire in them?
No, they're just weirdly like I did the stitches fairly tight, so they'll probably loosen up. But then he has like the little like head antenna thingies as well. So we have that one, and then we have the carrot ducky with a little scarf because he had a really big neck and he had so much. Look at all that real estate. So the little carrot ducky. Yeah, and that was for.
But in fairness, it was supposed to be a carrot So it makes sense that it's got extra real estate around the neck.
But it's also going to Canada, so it needs a scarf.
Well, I don't know. It's 120 right there now, so maybe not a scarf. Maybe a swimsuit.
Yeah, so I have those, and then there's a dragon one that I started that is I frog because I was just like trying to figure out the shapes that I was going for. But we have a dragon one that's also in the works. And then yeah, so whatever you want, you can give me a brief, and I will characterize it in a design, which basically means it's gonna end up being somewhat cursed. Because apparently that's just how I make things. But anyway, that's gonna end at in 3 seconds. So yeah, exclamation enter if you want to join. And then it will maybe end, never end. I also finished. Done.
It's not.
Yes, Crafty Cub, welcome in. Hello.
Hello.
Did it end? Ended. Welcome in. We have a Catacane. One friend. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Follow that link, Catacane. We just did a giveaway, but welcome in, Crafty Cup. We are about to raid out, but I'll be here for a couple more minutes. Yeah. How are you doing? I am doing well. Catacane, follow that link that it throws up. New friends. Thank you for the raid.
Friends.
How are you doing, Crafty Cup? What were we working on today? We were taking pictures of duckies. I have my duckies. Yeah, welcome in. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Anybody coming in with the raid is here now. But I'm Character I'm Variety Crafter here on Twitch. I do a lot of crochet. I do cross stitch. On Wednesday afternoons we do co-working and sometimes co-streaming with the wonderful Book Loving Building, and I'm waving my arms because otherwise I can't.
Must move arms.
So we're just trying to get through a bunch of things today, where we catch up on the things for the shop and all that stuff. And I did a photo shoot with all my duckies so I could actually get pictures up on the website. But welcome in. Thank you. You do need to raid and run, any of you. Please make sure you take care of yourself. We do support self-care here. Crafty Cup, I hope you're feeling a little better. I know you were a little under the weather with sickness or something going on. So hope you're feeling better. Also, Super Pause. I was doing a glitter stream over the weekend. We cooked several dishes and desserts with all the glitters in it. Still dealing with the anxiety. I'm okay though. No sick. Okay. Well, I hope that it lets up. I know sometimes our minds are not the most.
Our minds are not friendly.
Yeah, sometimes that's just, it's sad, but that's how it is, because, yeah, I get it. But with that raid, we have, yeah, minds are silly sometimes, they are. As one of our friends here on the channel says, the weasels that live in our brains do silly things. One of my new favorites, referring to it as mind weasels. They do silly things in our heads. Return that raid since you raided me the other. Well, thank you. Also, thank you for the follow from whoever did that. We like follows. Follows are fun. But yeah. So yeah, we're just working on some things. I just took a bunch of pictures of random little duckies. If you haven't seen, I make duckies, and sometimes I micro crochet the little things that go with the duckies. And then we have little dapper ducky. It's the British ducky, the English ducky, and then we have the French ducky. And they're best friends, even though they like that. Anyway, I use embroidery quills to crochet because
Bored.
Try to count, but I don't see. Ooh. I wonder if. Do you have the Canadian ducky? I do not have a Canadian ducky, but I do have a Tony the Tiger ducky.
I was gonna say, you need a Canadian ducky.
I do have a farmer ducky. Farmer ducky is also.
Thank you for the follow.
Stripper ducky. So Catacane, it might be messed up because my shop is currently offline. I know you won, and
Right, you need a Canadian ducky.
Hmm?
A Canadian ducky.
And now I'm wondering, welcome in. Catacane, shoot me a Discord message with what you want, because I know, yeah, I can get it. Today is Canada Day, you're right. And I hope you're having a lovely Canada Day if you celebrate Canada Day. I assume you, like, fill swimming pools with, like, maple syrup and then, like, embed yourself inside of it. But I don't actually know what people do to celebrate Canada Day. I just assume that it's maple syrup related. Don't let Shipwreck hear you say that. He would try it. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen people where they fill like a pool with like tapioca pudding, and I'm like, you know what? That's dessert and a great way to cool off, all in the same thing.
As long as somebody else gets in it with you.
You just take a spoon in with you, you know.
Yeah, but then if somebody else puts their body in the tapioca pudding with you and then you eat it, it's evil.
Oh yeah, no,
that's what I'm saying. As long as nobody gets in with you.
No. I was thinking like a kiddie pool and it's just me.
Yeah, just you, but not a person.
Me. Just me, but I'm not a person, so it's fine. No persons will get in with me. But yeah, Catacane, if you just send me a message with what type of special ducky you would like, I will do that, since I have ways of getting them to you anyway. And I also have to send one for our other friend up there, since I did one for you and your mom. It only makes sense that we send one. Oh, I want to call her Tanya. That's my other friend. Tiana. Tiana is the correct name, not Tanya. I know too many of them. But I want to send. I still have the maroon ducky to send up for her. So at some point I will get that one is easy enough. I have the business. But yeah, just shoot me a message what you would like, and all that fun stuff, and then I will attempt it. But yeah, so we make a little like custom. We made a heartless ducky that is from Kingdom Hearts, and it's just a gangly little heartless ducky that basically it's a heartless with the duck body or a duck butt. But you know, we don't judge here.
Okay, I sent you a picture of the sticker. Keep in mind they'll shape it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. But yeah, I don't think I have a Canadian ducky. I have a pirate ducky, but I don't know that there's many pirates in the Great Sea of Saskatchewan, whatever. The Alberta Ocean. This one or the other one? I can make a yeah, we'll figure something out. You sent me a stickers. We have no ocean to the bridge. Look. The noodles.
Noodles. I know, look at her. She's looking at me like I will kill you.
That is how my one cat looks at me most days. But yeah, I'm going tonight. I believe we're going tonight to go see the Minions movie, which is why I was ending a little before 5. I normally end later, but and one has like a parade. The Oh, you're talking about this one. This one is already spoken for. This one has already been claimed by an individual. But I can make another one. I can recreate or attempt to recreate. Yeah. The original duck. Yeah, so basically like if there's one where there's like you want like a wizard duck or something, like I will make a custom ducky. You just give me a brief and I will parrotize the ducky. A terrible thought.
Parrotize.
Also, Boosh, very excited. Congratulations with being done with work. Oh no! That's the point of like the giveaway though. Is like one of the duckies I'm currently working on is a ducky with like dragon wings and like a dragon ducky. So like you can tell me whatever you want. You can. You don't. Sky is the limit. You're free, Boosh! Congratulations. Popular duck will have my Popstar duck will have to wait till another month. I mean, I do have like the emo punk rocker duck. With, you know, the delightful floppiness. The delightful floppiness, you know, that but yeah, we have whatever duckies are out there. They're all gonna end up on the shop for 7, which I'm like a little sad about because they're like my babies, but at the same time, I made them. They're my little babies. But yeah, you can let me know whatever. We will design it.
Okay, so I bought that sticker.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have more stickers on the way. Lay news. Lay news.
I love it. But yeah. Are you going to keep going?
I don't know. Crazy said he's on his way home and we have stuff to get ready, you know, like camping. So probably not. So if you find a person, we can both just raid into them.
Yeah. Like, even though I'm in co-working, I guess I'm really bad. I tend not to raid into coworkers because the one time I raided into a coworker and then I realized, oh yeah, most people don't talk during co-working. And
yeah, most people are quiet. They're not crazy like us.
And then I was like, oh, now I feel bad because like, and not that I don't want to raid into them, great. Like they're a lot of them are actually being productive, unlike me most days. But it was really funny because like I raided into them and then I was like, oh yeah, most people
don't talk really.
Don't talk during co-working streams, and I am the odd one here. But PicStitch is live. I don't know. I assume.
I know who PicStitch is.
Yeah. PicStitch is live. Is Canadian. Is celebrating Canada Day.
Canadian.
I feel like that is.
We must collect all the Canadians.
Yeah. So, if you guys are not following PicStitch, let me do a quick shouty for PicStitch. PicStitch is a wonderful long-term member of the Makers and Crafters community, and is absolutely a wonderful person. Yeah, if you're not following, get over there, make sure you have to follow. If you enjoy what you see, stick around, lurk around, whatever you need to. I will probably raid and run because I have to go figure out what food we're seeing it. Because we're going to the minions and monsters or whatever. I don't even know what it is. It's something with little yellow people and green people.
Banana! That's all I ever remember.
But yeah, we're gonna go see that tonight, I think. And my wife really likes that. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna raid over to PicStitch if you raid over to PicStitch.
Yeah, that's what I plan to do. I did a shout out too, but I spelled his name wrong. I forgot the underscore. That's why I am like obsessive when I write people's names because I'm like, I'm gonna spell it. I'm gonna do it wrong somehow.
Yeah, I always copy paste. I pull them up in these, in like the raid.
Yeah,
And then I just copy
I'm like, I'm always gonna do it wrong, and I'm obsessive about it. This time I was like, I know. No, I don't.
Yeah. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. My stream time for July. We're moving stream time back an hour. Because I need more time recording. The seasonal depression and all the other stupid stuff is making mornings not fun to be alive in. So we're starting a little later, but we'll also be going till a little later. So it's the same amount of time that I'll be streaming. It just shifted an hour back. But Friday I will be co-streaming with Teal Giraffe. So if you guys like Teal Giraffe, if you like me, show up. Yes. We don't know exactly what we're doing. At some point, I think for part of the stream, I will be giving Teal Giraffe directions that she has to follow, and she won't know what she's creating. So, it's going to be like not a blindfold, but like, she's just going to be making...
The only decisions we like to make, the ones that have other people do things.
Yeah, and I don't know if she's here or not, but she just said I could give her instructions to make something, and I don't know that she ever specified that it had to actually be a creature. And it might just end up being, and then after the triple crochets, 4 half double crochets, and it's not going to be, it's just going to be me telling her a bunch of different stitches, and then, you know,
a cursed object.
That it's just a blob that I'm making. No, I won't do that. I will pick something fun, or maybe tomorrow check what she makes that way. But anyway, guys, thank you for being here. Book Club Builder, thank you for joining. Thank you for being. Oh, she said it was a ducky in her stream, but well, and that's the thing. So like we had talked about a ducky, and then she was just like, or it could be anything, and I was like, I do like anything. But yeah, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the follows, guys. As a heads up, we're not gonna do it now because I'm leaving, and I don't. But we did get more Bean Boozled, so those might be back on the table for the month of July. Just throwing it out there, not as a thing, but if it happens, it happens. Okay.
Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. I hit the raid button because I think I'm in ads anyway.
I guess I'll hit start raid too.
Mainly because I think I'm already in ads.
Oh, yeah. You're streaming tomorrow afternoon too, correct?
Yes, 10 to, I don't know if I'm going to stay on till 4 or end a little early. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey.
Decisions.
We stream until we don't stream anymore.
Right? Like, until it's gone.
But guys, thank you for being here. If you're not following Book 11 Builder, go follow Book 11 Builder as well. She's wonderful. She is part of my sanity here on Twitch. Anyway.